movie was called Cape Fear. When I said I seen something like that, the home invasion of a house, and the last episode I said Cape Fear. No, it's just Fear, and I did see this.
Yeah, I had not seen this, but it's very 90s. Like, dude, I love the
definitely.
music, the soundtrack. So 90s. Oh my god! And it takes place in like Seattle. You know, this just the grunge city. It's like, okay, I'm kind of into this.
Yeah. Oh, you sent us live early, huh, friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like it was the right time, you know. I'll put it to you like this, people. Don't get used to us being early like this, but what I think I'm gonna start doing is maybe hitting record on whatever platform we're recording on. Maybe this is a maybe, by the way. And then, you know, that for 10 minutes early, and then we'll just keep talking about conversation. So for you to get the whole shit, you'll have to, you know, watch on YouTube later. But
gotcha.
I don't fucking know, man. I'm high.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even see it. When the hell you do it beforehand?
No, I was right before we started.
Oh shit! I didn't even see it. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Between the whole restream thing and
oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. How's everybody's day?
So the plan was to be 100% on the restream by today, but the sound was all fucked up for whatever reason. So let's hope that Zoom doesn't fuck us over again with the stupid ass echo loop bullshit it did Thursday night.
Yeah, that was weird.
Y'all got into an echo loop?
It was a loop. It was just everything he said, like the first sentence. No matter what you say after, it'll keep looping, but adding on the next stuff. It'll just keep going.
Really?
That's insane.
I thought I was tripping, and I didn't even do anything. I didn't have a drink or nothing. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, I was high as shit, but that's not the point.
Hey, Aaron thought he was hearing loops and echoes for a different reason.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything until James was telling me about it. And then, like, later on that day or that was the next day I played it back. I was like, oh, shit. Fuck. But, yeah, so there's an echo in the loop when we brought the wheel.
Well, if it does, for safety, once you share the screen, people just can't talk. I think that's the thing.
Dude, you sent us live early. I didn't even get my beer yet.
Oh, Jesus. Look at Aaron.
You're supposed to always have I have drinks in front of me right now.
I had like my pre-show drink. I got to get my show drink.
Yeah, I have drinks in front of me too. I set up before. I got everything near me.
Yep.
But
I guess we can announce our drinks. Yeah, I just but yeah, hopefully I can get that restream shit fixed up because I did cancel my Zoom subscription and feel like I jumped the gun now.
It's gonna jump the gun. It's gonna cut us off in the middle of this. Like, you can't tell us, huh? You're live right now.
I'm good on Zoom.
Yeah.
Unless I renew it, which if I have to, I will.
Zoom's like, oh, you gonna leave me, bitch? Well, fine. I'm gonna cut your ass off.
I'm just saying, Zoom.
What program do you use, Ibrahim?
So I use what's it called? StreamYard. I use StreamYard right now.
How is that?
But like, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I think it's really good actually, for like what it does and how many platforms you can go on for the price. It's pretty good, I think.
Nice.
Hey, we got a couple comments already.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, awesome. And have a good show, fellas.
Thank you, Lance.
Yes, yes.
And Sunshine.
Yes. So before we get into these miggity movies, why don't we announce what we're all drinking? I can't do that. Drinking. So
I guess I'll go first. I guess I'm drinking double. Okay, so starting off with my coffee, Rebel hard coffee.
Two fisting.
Then after that's gone, I got my popcorn pints. Pint glass. I got my 1911 cranberry. What the hell the fuck is it called?
Cranberry cider.
Cider. There you go. I almost said sour. Thank you, Chris. I had that shit for like 3 weeks in a row, and I can't remember the fucking name of these things. But that's what I'm drinking.
I've got my, of course, popcorn and pints glass, but I'm drinking some Common Roots Patched IPA from upstate New York here. One of my favorite breweries around, and it's quite delicious.
Is that a grenade?
Sure.
The fuck?
This is and I got this because of grenade. It's called 18 Vodka.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Where you
That-
find these things, man?
that's what explodes in your liver.
That liquor store up the street, on Broadway.
Yeah, I've been there. I never seen these fucking crazy ass
You have,
bottles
to go
like
to the
these.
you have to go to the far wall, and
Yeah.
I did get some.
Gotta go in the
Yes.
back.
That thing would be gone one night. I'll just drink the vodka straight right out of the fucking grenade. It's like what,
Yeah.
three shots? The hell is that thing?
Dude, whenever that's empty, I'm filling it with anything and everything and
Yeah,
just
that's right.
carrying it with me to drink.
Yeah, they're like, you
Wow,
got a
that's-
grenade. You're like, it's just alcohol. Calm down.
That's something right there. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, like this is definitely gonna be kept for probably.
That's what it is. That's the buy to keep. You know,
Yeah.
you just buy it just for the thing.
You just
bottle.
yeah,
It
for
was
the
worth
bottle.
it.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I have another drink with me as well, but I'll tell you guys that when I pour that.
All right.
So yeah, I'm not really drinking anything. I just have some water.
Okay.
I'm working a lot, and
Busy
so
man.
I can't be like blasted too much.
Understandable.
I'm getting blasted because I am working a lot. So quite the opposite.
Exactly. I get what you mean, though, man.
Yeah,
Especially
Marky-
you wake up early as shit to start, right?
Yeah,
man.
right.
I'd rather go in early than work late.
With like
Oh,
04
wow.
0400, that's when you get in.
I do both.
Sometimes
do
I do both, but if I'm going in early, I get up at like 4 o'clock.
Damn. Honestly, maybe I would too. But right now, I'm like, I start at 7, and some nights I'm working to 8. Then I work on Saturdays and every other Sunday overtime, a few hours during the morning. Well, gotta take advantage of it. I mean, I'm trying to max out my 40 hours.
Yeah.
So I got something to tell you guys. Napoleon Dynamite is so much better when you're high.
I think that's really the point of the film,
Yeah.
basically. Either you're high or you're like 12 years old.
Because
Oh, and if you're high and you're 12, it's like the best movie of all time.
Oh yeah.
probably.
Dude,
But,
I watched Napoleon Dynamite. I haven't seen it in years.
Me
And I'm
too.
watching it. I'm like, this is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, it's really funny though.
It is. Like, it's been so long since I've seen it. It's funny again because I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah, it's that fucking stupid funny. It's like,
It's really stupid funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but certainly not in a Tom Green
no,
Freddy
not
got
that.
fingered way.
No, that's raunchy funny.
It's just
This
really
is actually-
silly. It's
Yeah.
it's just really silly. Like there's a silly, almost like SpongeBob-y kind of humor.
Yeah. It's just so
You know what it-
stupid. The comments.
mean, One of the thoughts I had while I was watching it, I'm like, there's barely a story here. It's more like just a whole bunch of scenes and
Yeah.
skits,
Yep.
set
And
up
like
skits
characters.
and characters in scenarios, and then with a really loose story that kind of starts not until like 50 minutes into the movie, where Pedro actually sees the sign to run for class president.
Mhm.
To me, it feels like I'm in like watching like a real high school, like in the 70s or something. Like this is what happened, like a real day to day. Like some door goes there, gosh, can you push into the locker?
Mhm.
Gosh, you know, shit like that, and it just move on their day and they just meet a new friend. It's like not a setup. They're just, oh, you're new. Oh, and just shows them around. It's like it would be like
Yeah.
a normal day in a real high school. I don't know. That's what I see it. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty-
but it's so like in the beginning of the scene, the part that gets me all the time is when the grandmother's like, go feed Tina. And it's the fucking llama. And it's
Yeah,
just
the
like
llama.
he calls her a heifer.
Hey,
Come
fat
eat your-
lard.
Come fat lord. Come eat your food, fat lord. You know, and shit like that. It made me laugh. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the
I
hell
mean,
did that
just
thing do to you?
the fact that they have llamas is like the fuck.
Yeah, no, like where are you?
Yeah.
You know,
It's
I
the
never looked it up.
Midwest.
Yeah, no, I forgot the exact town, but that's what it is. It's like fucking farm town.
Yeah, because it's like Idaho or something, right?
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere
it's
in there, yeah.
Idaho. I mean, I think most of the situations from what I was reading were loosely based on the life of the producer and writer Jared Hess,
Oh my
like
God.
living in the Midwest.
Wow.
And like,
Jesus.
I mean, they purposely made a point in the opening credits there to show Napoleon's school ID to tell you that it's supposed to be 2004, 2005,
Yeah,
that time
yeah.
frame.
Yeah,
Even
okay.
though you're watching the movie and it basically feels almost 80s-ish.
80s, like late 70s, maybe. It's like the style of clothes
No,
and how they even
but-
act.
Yeah, but in the Midwest, time moves slower.
Yeah, I guess so. Jesus.
Everyone lives across from a farm. No one has direct neighbors.
Mhm.
Oh, so weird.
Now, you know, listen, James, listen to this part. This is especially for you. The part where Napoleon and his brother get into a little slap fight.
Oh, yeah.
I swear to God, I was picturing you and your brother having a slap fight at work in the hallway.
You know, it's funny too.
I laughed even harder because I was high. I was like, that just reminded me. I was like, that makes me think of.
You want to know a fight? That's a real life scenario. It wasn't with my brother though. It was one of my good friends when I was in 5th grade, where he watched basically a weekend Bruce Lee movies.
Mhm.
So he was in a health class. I remember what class it was. It was health class, and it was the beginning where we got there early. And he was like, "Yeah, I was watching." He was like, "Yo, I know karate now and all that." And he's doing like this. He was like, I'll block anything you do." And my first swing, I slapped him in the face. I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh man, oh. You know, it was like a real scenario. I seen that. I was like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, it definitely. But it was just so funny, and the way that it ended, where the door, he's like, "I'll get it," and smack the shit out of him.
Yeah, the sneak attack.
Like that whole fucking. There were certain scenes that, again, first 2 times I seen this movie, I was sober. I didn't find it funny at all. The day I smoked while I was watching this, oh my fucking goodness, there was just so many funny, stupid ass parts. And I'm just like,
This movie was on our cheese and cracker wheel, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I believe you picked it, or was it?
Yeah, I
mine?
think I'm pretty sure it was my
Yeah,
my
yeah, I
pick.
think it was yours. I can't remember anymore.
early,
What was that?
early ratings.
Oh,
It's like a 7. It's seven tater tots out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
tater tots,
I was thinking for the
Napoleon, let
last
me get
10
some
minutes.
of your tater. Let me get some.
Get some of your tots.
No, get your own.
Like that. I like that he just puts them in his pocket for later.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
so like gross. Like no.
And it's gross because the dude next to you would eat them out of his pocket. He was like, "Yo, let me get
That's
some of
even
those." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. It's like what the fuck.
And then he just kicks his pocket and crushes the tots and
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with Ibrahim on this. I was gonna give it a 7. It's it's a fun movie to watch if you want just kind of like a series of scenes and not an overall story, really. Just weird setups, fun jokes. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, the fucking dance scene at the end is just fucking awesome.
It's so funny, dude.
It is just
so
dude,
funny.
that is such a great highlight. Like when it's actually, I mean, it's kind of become fairly iconic. When people think Napoleon Dynamite, it's the dance scene.
Yep.
It is.
You don't think of the rest of the movie. You just think of John Heater dancing his ass off there for 3 minutes.
Fucking weirdest outfit to dance in. You got fucking tight ass jeans with fucking what are those, winter boots?
The
Black
moon boots.
The moon
The moon
boots,
boots, baby. I had a pair of those when I was a kid. Like for like winter boots.
Just jamming out. Everybody's just staring like a stupid look. Like,
Yeah.
like they're so confused.
Yeah.
I love that he keeps going and then
Yeah.
the music stops and
Yeah.
he's still going for a few seconds.
He
before
wasn't
we
done,
realize-
man.
And he's just
Yeah.
like killing it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
And then he just stops and just walks off stage.
Yeah.
I love that moment of nothing happening to everyone jumping up and clapping and cheering.
His run. Oh my gosh, I was.
Oh
Fucking,
yeah.
This guy, man, that fucking run. That fucking run.
It's like so many scenes like that. It's like weird, awkward, like quirky shit. Like even the uncle, how he throws a football.
Dude, the
with
uncle,
camera.
dude, it's so Uncle Rico.
Yeah.
And like the way he says Napoleon, like Napoleon, get over here.
Yeah. I'm like,
And
what the hell's
like
wrong with this dude?
that whole speech, which became a meme in and of itself, where he's like, back in my day, like we almost went all the way, we almost did it. And he was talking about I could throw this ball over the mountains, Napoleon.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Just how he
Uncle.
throw. It's like it was like the weirdest thing. Like no one does that. You don't grab a football and do like quick 3 little steps and just launch it over the camera.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's going
Yeah,
on?
it was-
Dude, and just the name, just going by Uncle Rico the whole time. I felt like they were thinking, what's the most perverted sounding thing we can call this
Oh, yeah.
character? Like
Right.
Uncle Rico just sounds so perverted.
And they even had that scene when he was getting the pictures. He gave her the breast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He had like, she was like,
The bust
Uncle
must
Rico?
plus or something like that.
He said they
It's
were
like-
from Napoleon, though.
yeah, but how he was acting like he was getting that close to her, I was like, ooh, this
Oh
is like,
yeah,
this
was
is kind of
really
rapey going on here.
creepy uncle vibes the whole fucking time.
Yeah, he's creepy. He's weird. But
Yeah,
he's
it
funny.
is.
Aaron, what's your stoner rating?
Oh yeah, I forgot to give a rating, huh?
Let me think about that for a second. James, go ahead with your
All
rating.
right. Okay, so this is the first time ever in the beginning that I kind of broke my rule. I'm start doing halves. I was 7.5 for this one. I've given 7.5 tater tots because I couldn't decide between 7 and 8 when I was watching it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just make it easy and give it 7.5. That solved my problem. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's like it's so corny, but you can't help it. You're like stupidity is shit you'd see and you laugh. But I like the movie. I don't mind it at all.
No, yeah, it was great.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
Wait, that's different. That's different for him because he goes like 1,000 negatives.
Yeah, and like again, like you guys said, it has its funny moments, but if I wasn't high watching this movie, I'd probably give it a 1. Now
Oh,
than
Jesus.
pissed off because I really don't like this movie, but watching it, like I said, watching it high
Because
is
it's a
fucking
white
fun.
movie.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a lot of these.
It's super fucking weird, dude. It is
Oh,
it
yeah.
is a weird fucking movie. Like if you're not like
White.
into what this stuff is doing,
Basically,
like you're gonna be like the fuck? Like
Yeah.
this is the most caucasity.
dude, it's
white
caucasity
humor. It's
way
humor.
up, dude.
This is our humor.
We got
So
3 caucasities on here.
yeah, so when you have that humor, you can pinpoint this. You see this movie right in the beginning, first few scenes, you're like, oh, this is definitely white people made this one.
Yeah.
That's why it's on the wheel, guys.
Yeah, man. Why it was on the cheese and crackers wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, before we even dive into Napoleon Dynamite more, let's jump into Fear, and before we even discuss it, let's give our ratings on that.
Oh.
What are we gonna give it? What's the rating for this?
I don't know. I'm gonna say axes from when they were trying to axe in the door,
Or
but I'm gonna go three axes. It was. I thought it was pretty awful. Like I thought the dialogue was bad for first and foremost, especially the scene where Reese Witherspoon and Mark Wahlberg first meet each other in like that party. I like this. Just the entire movie just felt awkward every time someone was talking.
Pretty cheesy at times.
And dude, it's just that grunge feeling from the 90s that entire time. Like they were hitting that hardcore,
Yeah.
especially with the soundtrack. Like I haven't heard that much of the band Bush in fucking years.
Yeah, 15 years basically.
Yeah.
Or longer.
I'm like, dude, if they keep hitting the same popular grunge band
Yeah.
from the time over and over again.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Because like that's something, you know, the 90s nostalgia thing has not really happened yet. It's starting. But this was really like, okay, this is how you can tap into it. Like playing the grunge, it's in Seattle. That kind of worked for me. I was like, oh shit. Like, cause like for me, I actually never really listened to that kind of stuff, but I was peripheral. And so like it definitely set a mood of the place and the time in a way that worked for me, at least.
I'm not saying I don't like the music because I'm a 90s kid. I kind of grew up on that. But I felt like I was feeling tones of a lot of different 90s movies that they were trying to pull from just to set the setting for the story they were trying to tell, which was garbage to begin with. Like I'm thinking of other like landmark 90s movies like High Fidelity, Empire Records, and things like that, just trying to set the 90s tone to it.
Yeah.
There was a little more action, sexual action in it than I thought there would be. That's for sure.
Oh, the roller coaster.
The roller coaster scene, Reese Witherspoon really seemed to enjoy that roller coaster ride. That's for sure.
Yeah, that whole thing was like, okay, I see what you're doing. You're not very clever, but I'll give you props, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when you go down the thing, she's going through the thing, you know.
I give it a 3X rating.
Axes.
Well, I'm going to, because I listen to that music, Nirvana, Bush, grunge, alternative 90s music. I'm going to give it a 5 because the music boosted it up for me. But like you said, wasn't really into the story. The dude was like a psychopath, punching himself and shit for to set up the father. It was like, I didn't like the storyline, really. It's kind of corny. The main action was at the end when they actually finally went at the house. That part I liked. Well, other than that, the build up, going to the house. It's basically what's that new show like that like the stalker obsessive boyfriend?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that shit. Like he's bad. Like jumping foster home to foster home. Just snaps. He'll kill someone like he killed that kid in the forest.
Or Gary.
Yeah. So I thought it was like okay. So I'm gonna give it down the middle. I'll give it a 5. Access through the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 6. I didn't think it was that bad, but there was certainly like I don't know if I would really recommend this to anyone, and I don't think that I would ever like watch it again for sure. But there were definitely there were moments I was like, oh shit, what's that song? And I like looked it up, and that was kind of fun. It's fun seeing like the dude from CSI, like playing this dad. The guy's an interesting actor. Like he's kind of fun. And there's Reese Witherspoon's in it, Alyssa Milano's in it. The acting was interesting, and like Marky Mark is like, kind of playing himself, I think, in a way.
Basically.
So I mean, all that stuff was like, kind of worked a little bit for me.
Okay.
This is a young Marky Mark too.
Yeah,
he don't look nothing like that now. It seems like he got shorter.
I looked it up. He was 25 years old.
Yeah, he shrank.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg was 25 in this. Reese Witherspoon was 20 years old.
Dude, she looked like she was 12 in this.
Yeah, she looked young. Yeah.
It was like, whoa, is this legal?
Yeah.
Is what's happening? Is this even legal?
Yeah,
like that's
20 in this, playing a 16-year-old. And I mean, she almost looks exactly the same. Like she has barely aged at all. And if you've seen pictures of like her daughter, it's like a perfect mini me. Like that's creepy.
It's a clone.
Yeah, it's like a mini clone.
It's a government thing.
Yeah. Cute.
But Alyssa Milano, she basically almost looks exactly the same.
Yeah. No, like that was peak 90s Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Like smoking hot. I hated her character, but
yeah,
was that
annoyed the shit out of
Charmed?
me. I don't know when Charmed started. I
can't remember.
This had to be, I mean, it had to be about the same time, 96.
Yeah. So I think no, I'm wrong. Was she on Charles in Charge?
That sounds familiar.
I think she was Charles in Charge. No, that's I think she was the teenage daughter. So that's the first time I ever seen her because I used to watch that all the time.
I think.
Did you hear that, Ibrahim?
Yeah, I don't think I never watched that stuff.
Oh, it's a white toe. I understand.
Yeah, like I would flip through. What was that one show, Gilmore Girls? Where the fuck, like with the mom and the daughter?
Yeah.
I would flip through that shit, and it's like, what was the other one? The really like super Christian one with like the family.
That was Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. I would flip through that shit and like.
But the guy that got arrested for child porn.
Yeah, I can't watch those shows, especially Gilmore Girls. How the mother and the daughter talk to each other. It was like fast talking, and it's weird.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I just like there's something. It's like basically it was too white for me.
It's not even that. It's like the I don't even know what category that humor would be in. Like between the mother and daughter. It wasn't funny to me at all.
Women humor.
So what was Aaron,
women humor?
Yeah.
The fuck?
What was Aaron's rating for Fear?
Oh, you never got to it to come back to him.
He's still pouring stuff on top of his grenade vodka here or whatever he was.
Oh, the grenade vodka's gone. This is
gone.
2-shot 100 proof vodka with a little bit of grenadine and 4 Swedish fish, 2 in each little jar. So it's soaking.
Okay.
Oh, Aaron's gonna disappear again in a little while.
Fancy.
I'm good.
The fish are gonna sneak up.
pour some
I
Sprite
mean,
up.
yeah, you're good for now, homie.
But
Aaron, you're doing those Swedish fish wrong. When you soak them in like that, you're not supposed to eat them. You're supposed to stick them in your ass.
no, you're not.
It's
That might be the Caucasian way of doing things.
it's called fish bowling.
Are you serious?
No.
I bet you,
Now you believe that shit. Now someone's gonna do it.
you saying that is gonna get one of your white brethren to come out and do this shit.
No, listen. I mean, when I was in college, people did that. People
No,
did
yeah.
the
Fish
the
holing?
inject-
No, they did the
people
funnels.
They fucking injected. I mean, it was like the cutting edge. Like, what's the cutting edge of drugs? People were on it, mixing stuff, do Molly, and then shoot the stuff in your, in your places. The eyeball stuff. Put it in your eyeball.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Yeah, no thanks.
As efficiently drunk and high as they could possibly get.
That's crazy.
Insanity. Caucasity.
What happened to just taking your time, enjoying the night? Why you gotta get like blasted?
I don't
plastered in
know.
like
It's-
2 minutes.
I don't know, man.
More people need to understand it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly.
For
You're
them, it was
missing
a
out. You're gonna get so
marathon.
trash. You're gonna miss the beer.
For them,
themes.
it was a marathon and a sprint. They did both. They were like, "Fuck." I'm
I
running
could
the
tell
whole time,
Aaron's.
crushed.
I could tell the Sprite bottle's green because it's blending in with Aaron's green screen.
It looks like he's pouring invisible drink.
Magic, motherfuckers. Magic. But
What's your
anyway,
fear rating?
my fear rating? How many finger bangs on a roller coaster I give this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a you know what?
How many fingers? How many fingers?
That's a better rating.
She put 7 fingers in there.
Yeah.
Damn, she's
Fingers
loose.
on the
She's
roller
no virgin.
I like this movie, and I know it was cheesy and all that, but it had like the '90s vibe, like you guys were saying, and like the kind of like a Cruel Intentions vibe. Even though I don't remember that movie very.
Oh
very
yeah, I watched that many times.
similar-ish. And it also makes me think of, as you guys know, as everybody knows by now, I like Lifetime movies. This was like a Lifetime movie, ramped up a little bit, but this was like
Yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's a high budget Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
White girl, crazy boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like that's basically half the Lifetime movie plot. It's a
Exactly.
white woman and then a crazy guy. He's either a boyfriend, an ex-husband, a stalker, a parent. Yeah. It's something. He's got something for the woman.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is totally in line.
Oh,
with
he
that.
had something for the woman, all right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I it was so crazy. He's like, we gotta kill him. I'm sorry. We just gotta do it. He's gonna keep us away from each other. So I gotta say goodbye to your daddy.
Yeah, say goodbye to your dad.
That was
That
Nicole
Boston freaking accent.
Nicole forever, baby.
Yeah.
With his prison tattoo that he puts on his chest.
So dumb.
That dude was insane, man.
he was nuts. And you know why, guys? I would have given this movie
my
an
God.
8. I almost gave it a 6, but there was a part that it was a horrible, terrible scene. I'm glad we didn't get to witness what happened. But you seen the aftermath of what the guy did to that muscle car. That really bothered me.
Oh,
For that alone, I wish he would have got killed in the movie. But he did. No, he did.
he did
Well,
that.
there's some kind of conspiracy theory because we never see his body after
That's true.
the cops show up. So maybe he got away.
That's true. He was laying there. They
Come
see
on,
him out the
there-
window laying
Isn't
there.
there like something in like body bag or something?
Well, that was the one dude probably got hit by the car by the kid.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
Ran his
Dude,
ass
okay,
up.
by the way, we gotta talk about this kid. This fucking kid was like Kevin McAllister. He's
Yeah, he
killing
was
badass.
motherfuckers, dude.
Toby.
He like, what does he do? He like gets a gun, he calls the
Yeah.
cops, he runs over a guy, he gets back in, he frees his mom. Dude, this kid was
He
like, I'm telling you,
badass.
he was Kevin McAllister. He was like, oh, I got this. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
he
boom.
volunteered. He was like, I'm small. I can get out.
Yeah, he
Toby's
gets out.
the hero of this movie.
He
He gets
is.
out,
He's
the
the
guy
hero.
doesn't see him, and then he runs that guy over. Like, it's unbelievable. I love
Yeah, he was like, I got you. Put it in reverse. He's like, where?
Toby gets his gangster pass because he did all that shit and he got shot at.
it.
Yeah.
He did, and
But
it didn't
look
phase
like
him.
it made it look like he got shot though, because he hit the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah, he
flattened
was
out
kind of
like this.
ducking. He was kind of
Yeah.
ducking or something, but yeah.
I was like, oh
Like, car
shit.
reversed and ran
But
through
you're
the-
right. He is the hero. Without him, they all would have died.
It was
Dude.
kind of. It was once it got to that part, it was kind of like you knew that was all gonna pan out like that in a sense, because it shows him getting out there into the car or whatever. He's trying to call the police and he starts the car up. The guy opens the garage. You're like, the guy's gonna do something, and then the kid's gonna run him over. Like you just knew that was gonna fucking happen, and it did. And I wasn't mad at it. But I think one part I didn't kind of like was so when they're breaking in the house, when the I think it's to do with the axe, and the stepmother grabs the drill and drills his hand.
That was
yeah.
great.
I loved that part, but I didn't like how, like 2 minutes later, the one guy's like, "I got to go to the hospital."
No, he got a drill
He
to
did
his
say
hand.
that, yeah.
He didn't know that shit was gonna happen. He was like, "Oh shit, I got hurt. I need to get to the hospital, man."
My thing is, what do you first of all, you got to finish the job. First of all, second of all, what the fuck do you expect is going to happen to you if you're trying to break into somebody's house? They're going to try to defend their house. They're going
Especially trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
or whatever the fuck they were trying to do. Like
it feels like they had death in there. They had a gun. Here's the thing.
No,
because they broke into. You want to break my house? They had like a mission to get in there.
No, they were gonna kill the whole family except for
the girl. Well, actually, that one dude didn't care what Marky Mark said.
Yeah. Well, that's
why he got shit ahead. That's another reason.
I mean, you could tell. I mean, you could kind of see that's where that was gonna go.
Yeah, you take out your own members, man.
That dude had his eyes on her the whole
yeah.
movie.
Dude, and there's no fucking way, first off, that the father could have thrown Marky Mark out the window that far.
Dude, he went Super Saiyan and fucking threw him like god damn.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're fighting, right? They're fighting and it's like kind of even. And then he just fucking throws Marky Mark like 50 feet.
Yeah. You're like, why didn't you do that in the beginning when you first grabbed him?
Yeah, dude.
Don't do a fucking wall.
Yeah,
like he did like the KO Ken times 100 on this motherfucker. It's like, dude, do a KO Ken from the jump. Just win the fight.
Oh, Marky Mark, what the hell's up with him? He gets stabbed in the back like deep. That thing went deep.
Dude, I really love his look. He had this look like, why'd you do that, girl? Like he had this really funny look on his face when
I thought you loved me.
Yeah, exactly. He's like kind of like what? Like confused or something.
It seemed like he was kind of whispering his lines for at least half the movie.
Oh yeah.
Dude, okay, the scene I really liked was when the dad like confronted Marky Mark, and then Marky Mark like he said, I'm not gonna say the word, but he uses like the gay slur against the dad. Yeah. And the dad's like, the fuck? Like what the fuck? He's like, yeah, you're a cool guy. You're not like that. So like, why are you like on my dick, bro? And I was just like that whole scene, I was like, this went a very interesting direction.
No, yeah.
That caught me
like,
off
you're
guard.
not giving your wife any.
Yeah.
Like
that's why your wife's all over my stick.
Yeah.
Like, damn. You know, I didn't even, and when you first seen this, like, you didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was like, when the dude was driving away, like, you got nothing on me. But that dude was bruising himself.
I didn't know that at first either. Like, first off, if you ever see a person going like this over and over again, you run. You get the fuck out of the way because he's insane.
Yeah.
Color of the skin doesn't matter.
No, it don't. You start fucking beating your chest. You're like, okay.
I thought he was about to go on a rampage right after that.
It depends on the situation though, because like, for example, for you guys, if you guys watch like sports like UFC or whatever, sometimes they do it before the fight or right after the fight. You know.
No, I'm gone.
I mean, listen, UFC fighters are some of the most calm individuals, the most even keel guys on the planet, right? Like they never do rampages or break into their girlfriend's house and try to kill them.
Well, actually, that's not true. There's one. That one dude from.
I think there's more than one. There's more than one.
Oh yeah.
There was a guy who did that. He went to San Diego, found his girlfriend, beat the shit out of her. She somehow got away, and then he fled to Mexico. That happened, and there's been multiple other.
There was a UFC guy. I forgot his name, but he was dating Chrissy Mack, the porn star.
Yeah,
and he beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, he beat the shit. That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then he fled to Mexico. That dude was War Machine, right?
War Machine. That's it.
Yeah, his fucking name was War Machine.
He's doing like life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, you can't fucking do that shit and get away.
Now he's a different type of machine that bends over.
Yeah.
Old machine.
Oh, actually, people might bend over for him. He's probably in there wrecking people.
Who knows, dude? Yeah. I mean, right? Like you know, it depends. Like, because you know,
he get jumped, yeah.
Exactly, because being in prison, there's also like the kind of racial politics kind of shit. Because like most of the gang members are black. Well, most of the population. So like, if you're like the one white dude and you either got to be cool with them or you're gonna get jumped by like 10 other guys from a different gang. It's like a different racial group or whatever. So yeah, I mean, you might be the strongest guy, but you can't take on like 5, 6 guys
Yeah.
in the fucking shower. Like they're just gonna kick your ass, stab you and kill you or whatever.
Oh, and do probably do other stuff to your posterior, but
you might choke out one, but someone else is going to be choking something else on them.
Yeah, I mean, basically, don't go to prison.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Don't go there.
Don't go to prison. Don't fuck around and go to prison.
What Marky Mark did in this movie, if you do that, you're gonna get locked up.
I did look up when I had to look up at one point when Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch actually started compared to this movie. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch came out in like 91. That's like
Vibrations. Is that one? That's the song.
And this movie was 96. So I didn't know which had happened first, but
yeah, I think he was the Funky Bunch before acting, wasn't
he? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which means he did the Funky Bunch. He came out with the Funky Bunch when he was like 20.
Yeah. You want to know what kills me though? If you notice, like, except for Eminem, he's a whole different league. But white rappers in the past are like ashamed of themselves, like Vanilla Ice.
It probably should be.
Most of the longest time he did not like when people brought up that. But that song was awesome back in the day. Like, take credit for that, man. That's like an iconic song. Vanilla Ice Baby.
Yeah, it is. It really.
Oh, hey man, you know we'll be talking about that when Cool as Ice comes up on one of our wheels.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Or like when's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? Like, is that on there? That needs to be on there.
Go Ninja, go Ninja,
go Ninja, go Ninja.
No, I put Cool as Ice on the Caucasian wheel. I've never seen it.
Same thing with Marky Mark. He had that Cool Vibration song, I think it's called, and that song was like on the charts on like by 92 and shit.
One thing about this movie, character-wise, I didn't know what they were trying to do was with the stepmom for like half the movie, because like
they didn't know either.
Yeah, like one of the first scenes, she's defending Reese Witherspoon for wearing that skirt, and and then she comes home late, and so she tells Reese Witherspoon's character, "You look like a slut with all that makeup." I'm like, that's wow, that was a quick.
Maybe she's supposed to be like bipolar.
Yeah, that was like a quick 180 turn.
Or it could be where she's the stepmom, she's trying to be nice, but then the real, like, now she's considered as a real daughter later on, and when that shit happened.
This was like less than a week later.
I feel like she basically tries to play good cop, bad cop, depending on the situation. Like with the dad, she's the good cop. When it's just her, she'll be the bad cop.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, it's not consistent. Like they probably rewrote it, and then they were just like didn't change the shit, and then they're just like, oh, okay, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
She's fucking this way, she's that way, depending on the scene.
She's not the main part of the story. So
yeah, exactly. By the way, she was in Heat too. She was really good in Heat.
Oh, I thought you meant something else. I was like, yeah, kind of. She was like all over Marky Mark. She was in Heat.
a different kind of heat.
Yeah. The movie Heat, though, like really, really fucking good 90s.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I know I saw it and it was good, but I
that's not the one they remade to turn it into a comedy with McCartney and Bullock, is it?
No.
Okay. I'm sure I've seen it. It's just been so long. I'll have to see it.
It's funny watching this now because growing up, so I was born in 83. So the 90s was really my time of development.
Yep, mine too.
So, do I remember much before, from my time in the 80s? No, because half of my time in the 80s, I was a baby and couldn't form memories that I would long-lasting ones at least. So I basically grew up in the 90s, and watching this now, so far removed, like the 90s were a fucking weird time, man. It's like they didn't know what they wanted to
strange,
be.
Yeah.
You got to think a lot of people are coming off the drugs from the 70s and the 80s and probably trying more drugs in the 90s, something completely new and different. That's probably where it starts.
Yeah, you go. The meth came in the 90s.
Dude, the meth lab.
Yeah. And the fashion was horrible. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. You had all the fucking the parachute pants and fucking, oh my God.
Just Mark Wahlberg with his super tight shirt and then the baggy ass pants. Like, what the... And I say that, but I fucking wore Janko jeans.
Yeah,
too,
right.
so.
Yeah. I say that because I wore it, and I can say it because I know.
I'm white, and I wore those baggy pants.
Oh my God!
In the time of the cargo pants too, where people wear like they got the loop where you put the hammer. I used to wear those shit. Oh God, the fashion back then is so bad.
But yeah, watching this scene, and then the first time he sees that Gary is hugging Reese Witherspoon and just jumps out of the car and immediately beats the shit out of him. Like I mean, you could tell there was something off about him, but that was like a quick, extreme shift to this guy's evil.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But there was, and what, like with that scene, I didn't mind it too much, but I think what would make that scene better is if he showed that he was a jealous person at times when other men that weren't her family members were around her. And maybe not escalated to that, of course, but maybe just like said something or questioned her or something like that, just something to lead up to it. Because this was just out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, it like escalated story-wise real quick.
Yeah.
It did.
We always kind of see that he's a psycho. Like he kind of sabotages the dad from the jump. Mm-hmm. He's always just doing that. It's under the surface, but it's like, he's a fucking psycho.
Is that fake being nice first, trying to seem like you're interested in people's work? Yeah. Then you just switch quick.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, man. Like, how your mind fucking work? Even when he's just laying in bed, like how he lays there, like just you could tell in his eyes is like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like the thoughts he's thinking. Well, and you never know. He could be a real psychopath. I heard some interviews. He says stuff about, I forgot exactly what he said, but when his daughter gets older, like what he's gonna do. He's like that. He's trying to play that like I'll go to jail, type shit. Like don't fuck with my daughter because I will go to jail.
Well, he plays that role of like real like religious Catholic type guy now, I think. Yeah. But doesn't he have like 13 kids, I think, or something?
I don't even know. He just mentioned the one I seen. He mentioned his oldest daughter.
He has like 8 or 9 kids or something like that.
This pullout game is weak. I respect that.
That's where the bunch. That's where
he has no game. He doesn't even try.
He's
like, fuck that.
That's where the funky bunch came in play. It's Marky Mark and a whole bunch of fucking kids.
But I mean, kudos to him. Like after seeing his audition, the director didn't even want to. I mean, he put the ultimatum out there, like this is the guy we want, or we're not doing the movie.
Well, he just showed him his rap sheet. Like, in '91, I beat the shit out of a guy. In the 80s, me and my brother, we did some other racial attacks on some black guys. So I'm totally that's like for real too, by the way. But yeah, I mean, he's like he lives that shit on a certain level. Like he is this person on a certain level. He's just really, really good at like, now he's a movie star and he's a producer and he does all sorts of stuff. So he doesn't have to be that person anymore.
Yeah.
But it's there.
It's there.
Sure it is. Because he plays a good angry person in movies, like not to where it's you see some people that's angry in movies and shows and it's like overacting angry, but it's supposed to be like a serious angry. He's not that. He plays a really good angry or psychotic person, and could be because of real life, like you guys are saying, but shit he's done in real life, it's probably like, okay, well, I have to go to this headspace too and maybe touch on it just a little bit just so I can get to that that scene for this movie, but I can't stay there.
Yeah. Now he does a lot of comedies. He's trying to become like a comedian.
I don't know. I mean, I've never been a big Mark Wahlberg fan. I don't dislike him, but I also don't like him. He's just kind of in the middle. Like,
he just is.
He's just there to me.
I think he's fine, but like, there's never. I don't know if there's one. Okay, the film I liked him the best in was probably like The Departed, but I don't think there's any other film where I'm like, okay, I really liked Mark Wahlberg in this film.
Yeah, same here. It's like the movies I like what he was in. It's like the whole cast as one. Like Ted, I didn't mind. Just the Bears. It wasn't just him.
I forgot about Ted. I mean, that was Ted, funny, but they could have put a better actor in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that's why I didn't mind it. It's like because he had a partner. Like same thing with like you said, what's it, Pain and Gain? The movies with Will Ferrell and shit like that. It's like it's not just him. He has like a supporting main cast to help him, so that's why I don't mind those movies. But it feels just like him trying to be a comedy, like a comedian type shit movie. I probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't work for me.
I know he did improvise the line "Let me into the fucking house" when they were breaking in. Like that wasn't in the script. He improvised it as they were shooting it.
It works because that's like something real you would say though.
I mean, but to his credit, that part, I mean, that fucking fit.
Yeah,
because he's broken psycho at that point. So, you know.
Oh yeah. Fucking like 100%. As soon as he killed that dude in the woods, he was like beeline.
Poor Gary.
Just-
And, dude, who's walking home through the woods by themselves like that?
Fucking
for one
Gary.
thing?
Gary.
Fucking Gary.
You know, I say that in those towns back in the day, that was a shortcut. You would take it.
Yeah. And then Marky Mark came and that was it.
Yeah.
You got to remember, white people are not afraid of the woods. We'll go
that
in there.
actually is like a really white people kind
It
of thing.
is.
Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go walk through the woods by myself.
Seriously, you'd be walking with your backpack, you'd be hearing like Bigfoot in the background. You'd be like, oh, what's that? You just keep walking. You don't
Keep
run.
going.
White
And
people
then you look over, you see Marky Mark. Oh, what's that? He's killing somebody. Oh, whatever.
Then you just tell the story when you get home. You're like, yo, I was going through the fucking woods like 1.5 miles. Heard some fucked up shit. Rocks getting thrown.
Yeah.
But that dude didn't even, you know, that's what I don't understand about people. Even if in my mindset, I'm afraid of someone and I know this dude's going to attack me, fight back. Even if you're going to fucking lose. Don't let someone grab you by the head and throw you to the ground into a fucking boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the
Like,
fuck,
he
man?
just snapped his neck. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, come on, man. I'm like,
Okay,
it's not like he was like super scrawny, weak. The dude's had some height. He had some build to him. Motherfucker could have swung, done
Especially
something.
after the way he blindsided him, attacked him, and whooped his ass. Like, if you do that to me,
Right? He jumped
even
him.
nowadays, but I'll just say go back to the teen years because they're supposed to be teenagers. So if you go back to the teen years, if you attack me like that, I'm coming back after you, or I'm bringing some people with me to fuck you up because you ain't gonna just attack me for no damn reason at that, and then
Yeah, just let it slide.
Yeah, I felt like that. Even with like when someone gets bullied like that, I feel like somebody would just kind of, you know what I mean? Kind of like
The
Yeah,
dude's
like
just like a
nobody.
pawn. Yeah, the character's just like a pawn. It's just like a dude who gets his ass
Jane-
beat and get killed.
Robert Hawes said, "What are you drinking, Jimmy?"
I am drinking the 1911 cranberry cider. That's my good friend over like 30 years, known like family now. My friend Bobby.
Oh, that's brothers.
Shout out to Robert. No, but if I'm in a fight where even if I know I'm going to lose, I'm going for the groin all out. Like,
Oh, that's number one. Yeah.
don't give a shit. Like, I am going to punch, scratch, and kick to my best ability my opponent in the groin.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you on that, actually, especially now that I'm older. I'm 35. I know some people say it's not old, but it's old enough. Like 17, 18, you tussle around, wrestle and fight and all this shit. But now I'm just like, look, I don't got all day to be doing this shit.
Nope.
I'm
You gotta go for the moneymaker.
Yeah.
with kick right in the dick. And I hope
Yeah.
you're wearing steel-toe boots.
Kick in the dick. The thing I've seen, like on all these, like you see videos of people fighting and shit, and like old ass people, like the move I see people do is like pull down the other person's pants, because then they like try to pull up their pants, and then they're like, you're pulling down the pants, and you just start fucking hitting them in the face.
It's like the reversal hockey move.
Yeah. So it's like, are you gonna let your dick hang out, or are you gonna fight me?
You know, that's what it is. People start taking their shirt off because you're like, yo, you're not gonna do that hockey shit. You pull the shirt. So they're like, okay, I'll just pull your pants down.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. Come at me, homie. And that's another thing. That would probably psych someone out. If you get in a fight, like, what are you gonna do? And you just start stripping, just drop everything. I think that person would be like, you're nuts, and just leave.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want
to rip off your own clothes.
Yeah, you just take them all off. You're just like, what? Come on, let's do this.
Now, what if they get naked too and think you're talking about something completely different?
Well, then I don't know. That's the chance you got to take.
Well, then you're probably winning the fight.
Yeah.
If they're trying to hump you and you're trying to beat the shit out of them, you're probably gonna win the fight. So
they're gonna win.
I don't know.
They're going, well, they're probably like, well, I was gonna do this part after I kicked your ass, but let's start now.
I'm gonna tattoo a mushroom imprint right on your face. That's what I'm
Okay, can we talk about the scene where Marky Mark like finds Reese Witherspoon in the bathroom? Like that was pretty.
Oh, that was creepy.
Fucking creepy.
That's
Oh,
rapey.
yeah.
That's rapey. Right
That was really creepy. Like
There-
I thought he like nailed that shit in like a really kind of gross, creepy way.
He did.
because he's a gross, creepy person.
He probably did that in his teenage years for real. I don't know.
Yeah.
That might have been one of the better scenes, though. I mean, as far as the impact and like the feels you get from it, because it was just like, holy shit! Is he
The stalking.
Yeah, he stalks her. He finds her, and he just like busts in the bathroom and does not give a shit.
No.
And that what had happened before? Still, that was after like some other kind of thing had happened, where they kind of
That was
With,
after
her
she
friend.
saw him take
best
Alyssa
friend.
Milano
Yeah.
when she was stoned.
Oh yeah,
And by
yeah.
force.
Dude,
And
and
by
then
force.
and then what he did to Alyssa Milano when
Yeah.
she was like, "Why the fuck did she find out?" And he's like, "Holy shit!" Like that's some psychotic shit. When you like you cheated and then you blame the other
Yeah.
person, it's like it's their fault. Like
I mean,
the fuck.
If you consider the MTV Awards a real thing, he won like Best Villain MTV Award or something at the time.
Oh,
It's
I
not a
didn't
real
know
thing,
that.
but
No.
you know,
It's
I
not.
didn't know that.
I mean, to be fair though, MTV at the time was like now MTV is like a joke. It's an absolute joke.
Yeah.
It's an absolute disgrace. At the time, MTV it had some kind of cultural relevance.
Yeah, that's where they came like best kiss scenes and shit.
Yeah,
MTV
that's other kind
had,
of
and-
bullshit.
R. Kelly won best piss scene,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
The longest string.
Yeah. Okay. People sold DVDs on the fucking street corner of that shit.
Hell yeah.
Of R. Kelly doing that shit. And be like, hey, $5. Want to see the R.
Yeah.
Kelly video?
The bootleg movies, man.
oh man,
I mean, is that even legal to like own that thing?
No.
Like if someone busts into Aaron's house and they
whoa, whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa.
I think it goes on. I think it, yeah, I know you do talk. You do talk about it a lot. Like you know every scene, like detail.
Yeah.
It's a snuff film.
Let's stop there. No.
I like that Ibrahim threw that out there.
Yeah, I know it's rare.
But no,
I'm just
You caught him off guard. He thought
Yeah.
Chris will say it.
I was honestly expecting it from James, if anybody. And Ibrahim was just like, "Ow, motherfucker!"
Well, you gotta get on the fun too.
but I'm just saying, like what happens if they find you with the R. Kelly video? Like
If they find somebody, because they won't find me because I do not own that.
well, I meant the proverbial you, not Aaron. I'm not calling the feds on you, bro. Don't worry.
people be in some shit.
I wonder.
You have to be.
I don't know, man. I mean, what if you found porn tapes in Osama bin Laden's den? I mean,
Yeah.
is that really a concern?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the question is who. That's U.S. government property, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
That's U.S. government property, probably.
Sure.
So it's on some.
Oh, you're
server.
probably gonna get fines. They'll probably slap a minor like a
Yeah.
like child porn charge on you.
Maybe
Where-
you could
where
probably
you probably won't go to prison. You'll get
You could
fined,
probably
but you'll
plead
have
it
to
away.
register.
You could probably plead it away from that if you have a good enough
Yeah.
lawyer. It'd be like,
Yeah.
oh well, Aaron had no idea that it.
God,
No.
Aaron.
You'll fight it like I did research. You heard this rumor, you're like bullshit, and a friend had the tape, and you just put it in to watch it. Like what you're supposed to do, like burn it afterwards. You're like, yo, I there was
burn
a porn in
after
my room. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, you could fight that. You're like, listen, I got it. I heard this fucking rumor. I didn't believe it. I love R.
Yeah,
Kelly. He was my
I-
favorite singer.
I had to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
I was not
Different
supposed to, like, they didn't tell me how old she was or what.
Different kind of The Ring.
Not for real. It's like that kind of is like The Ring. I feel like they did that in like one of the scary movies. They did a joke like that, but it was like they watched the fucking video and it's like Michael Jackson or something.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Jackson playing with a kid or some shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Michael Jackson in the sheet. They moved the
Yeah.
sheet into it.
Yeah.
Not to hate on Michael Jackson, but the funniest scene to me, still a joke with him, is Family Guy. When they're watching the movie and he comes out off the stage, he grabs a kid and runs up the aisle. I was dying.
I love
Oh,
that
shit.
show, yo. I love the show. I love the racism in it. I love the sexism. I love the homophobia, the transphobia, all of that. And the reason why I love it though, is because they make jokes of it and they get on literally everybody, and they do it in
Yeah.
a funny way. It may be somewhat offensive, but it's in a very funny way. I think it's a funny, tasteful way, and I feel I'm fine with it. I
Yeah.
wish people would stop being so uptight, because I guess I can't do any more homophobic jokes on there. People are uptight about it,
Probably not. Yeah.
which I think is stupid.
Oh, you sure? I thought I watched a recent newer episode and
You saw some.
I saw some. They
They
go
went
on
there?
every race. They go on celebrity. It's kind of like South Park.
Family. Yeah, it's South Park on an actual cable channel, basically.
South Park toned down.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Like, how long has that been on the air, man?
Family Guy. Well, it got canceled.
Yeah.
real shortly, like a year.
It was
or two.
canceled twice. Like
Yeah,
between
then
the
they came
first
back.
3 seasons, it got canceled twice.
I was pissed.
But I just saw something with Mila Kunis, who
It's Kunis.
Kunis.
Thank
They
you
going
very
on like
much.
It's
19 years,
Kutcher.
19 years or something like that. I don't know. No, maybe not that far. But it's
Damn.
up there, man. They're getting close to 20.
Yeah, it's a lot of seasons. I think it's almost on season 20 actually.
That's a long gig.
Not as long as Simpsons, but
Yeah, Simpsons is like that thing is never gonna die.
no.
Dude.
I like
crazy.
I like that though. Like I like how the Simpsons is still around. Like that's literally from
No, they're doing it so no one touches that record. They're going to be dicks, I think.
But the thing is like I know. I mean, here and there because we have Disney Plus, so my wife and I will watch. We'll go through like the seasons and watch episodes here and there.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
Like, and it's one of those shows where if you grew up on it, you're a fan of it, no matter when it's on. I feel like no matter when, like if we were all to hang out and someone threw on The Simpsons, nobody would be mad about it. Even if you're not really watching it, if we're just having a conversation, but nobody would be like, why the fuck are you putting this bullshit on? Everybody was like, oh yeah, this is funny. And what I like about that show, real quick, before we get back to these movies, people, I'm sorry. I like how you see the progression from like season 1, how they were drawn and how the voices were all in 20 or whatever the case.
Just the technology that came in.
Yeah. And yeah,
I think it was
Shut up about The Simpsons.
a skit. At first it started off a skit off like Carol Burnett show or something.
Tracy Ullman show.
Tracy Ullman, that's it. Thank you. Yep.
Somewhere in the
it's super
80s.
white show. Aaron. It's a skit. It's like one of the very first skit shows. Dang, Carol Burnett is like skit shows, kind of like Mad TV back in the day.
In Living Color.
I used to watch that, by the way, Mad TV and In Living Color. But anyways, back to the fair.
Yeah, In Living Color was great, man.
Oh, I loved it. Jim Carrey. There's a lot of people on there. It's hilarious.
Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Icon.
Marshall Bill.
Homie the Clown.
Homie the Clown.
Mad TV was good. I feel like where the fuck is Mad TV now? Where is that thing streaming? Because like I remember there being some really funny shit on there.
Oh yeah.
Like wasn't Jordan Peele was on there?
It was Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee has a podcast called Tiger Belly, and one called with his best friend Andrew Santini, another comic. It's called Bad Friends, and he talked about the Mad TV days. I think they did some really controversial shit, and I don't think they want to take chances on that. So that shit just disappeared. I don't even know if they do replays because they don't want it to come back. You know how cancel culture is in. They're like, yo, you're not coming back.
Yeah.
He took it down. It's gone.
And then they're like, wait, you said that in the 2000s?
There's a
Like,
lot of racist. Bobby Lee said, he said he's a comedian. He says it straight out. It didn't bother him, but because he's Asian.
Yeah.
And just the Asian scenes that they had him play, he talked normal. Like, not it's normal, of course, but they made him do that like fake Chinese. You know, where you sit there like, oh yeah, go so you know that shit.
Yeah.
And he said it didn't bother him because it was for comedy, but he goes, he sees how people
would be pissed off about it.
Yeah.
I remember they did a skit where they had this like Japanese guy and it was this kind of like Asian, it was like making fun of like Asian soaps or something. And like the joke was like, he said something like, oh, and he said something hella fast. And then like, there's a fucking huge block of text and it's gone immediately. Like that was like the joke. And there was some other stuff, you know, they got a little bit, you know, like actually kind of, you know, making fun of Asian like soaps or whatever on there. But yeah, I mean, they definitely like,
I
really
love
edgy
Mad
shit.
TV. Stewart, Bobby Lee played Tank. He was like this character Tank, like a little gangster Asian dude. It was funny.
You remember that one where they had that guy who's like kind of weird and he was like a really tall white dude.
You
and
play
like,
Stewart? Look what I can do.
Yeah, look what I can do. Yeah.
Now, when Mad TV was out, like out and boom,
that shit was hella funny.
Was that on? Not was that on? Was that?
It was on Fox.
It was on Fox.
On all that. You remember all that? Was that?
Yeah,
that was Nickelodeon.
I feel like Mad TV was after all that was over.
All that was after it was over.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was
because
like
all 90s. That
is
is like we're talking like mid to early 90s.
Yeah.
Mad TV was like maybe late 90s to the 2000s. It was like might maybe even have been like 2002 to like 2006 or 8 or something like that.
And I think it was like 8 seasons.
I think it was
something like that.
Closer in the 90s somewhere. I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I used to watch it all the time though. It came at 11 p.m. on Saturdays. I remember.
But some of the sketch comedy and stuff I did enjoy from back in the day, and then when we didn't get it in a while. So Chappelle Show, like good sketch comedy, some funny shit.
Well, yeah, Chappelle Show kind of changed the game. Like,
Oh, yeah, that was
Chappelle
different.
Show like fucking blew up across the whole planet.
Mad
See what-
TV. Yeah, Mad TV started in '95.
There you go.
Final episode aired in 2009.
Oh, okay.
And what about all that?
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch Mad TV in the 90s.
I do.
So all that, I mean, I thought all that had like 2 iterations. First episode air date 94, final episode 2005. So they overlapped for most of their.
Now was all that with like that Drake and Josh dude and fucking Amanda
Keenan
Bynes
and
shit?
Kel.
Keenan and Kel, Good
Yeah.
Burger.
And Keaton Kelly.
Welcome to Good Burger.
Okay,
Is that
my
what-
favorite-
Oh, Amanda Bynes. That's right.
Yeah, man.
My favorite
Nick
on all
Cannon.
that was like the repairman. Do you remember that? The repairman?
Man.
The fucking repairman, and he would just destroy everything.
Yeah, fall from the.
They
ceiling,
said,
fall from the
dude,
roof.
they did this one where they fucking sent the repairman to space. It was like the ISS, and he's just destroying the fucking space station. It's so funny.
I gotta go back
They're
to
like,
that.
dude, how'd you get here? Like,
Yeah, I
oh,
gotta
I'm here
find
to
that
I'm here to
info.
help you. Fucking
Yeah.
destroying shit.
Look that up, check it out. You see what happens when you watch a movie like Fear, like the 90s shit, and there's all
Yeah,
this
you
90s stuff
start-
floods.
You start
90s
thinking
out.
about it, yeah.
Yeah, can't help it.
I mean, as weird as I know you guys were saying how the 90s was a weird time and from watching, just from watching older movies, the clothing and everything, but it was a good fucking time. It was a great fucking time.
My opinion, one of the best times for music, all around. Like I was into rock, alternative,
Britney
grunge,
Spears.
some pop stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's some not. I'm not a huge fan, Aaron, because I'm white. There was a couple Backstreet Boys and NSYNC songs I liked.
Him and his brothers used to dress up as the Backstreet Boys and sing and sing and dance.
No, it was the
Hey,
Backstreet
man,
Girls.
I mean, NSYNC dropped an album on my birthday, so I'll never forget that. I think it was the No Strings Attached album.
Oh, bye. That
Yeah.
song was on there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
It came out on my birthday, so sadly, I'm always going to associate my birthday with NSYNC.
Nice.
Did you get the album for your birthday?
I did. I have not. I've never owned an NSYNC or boy
No, I
band
didn't.
album.
No, me either. I just knew a couple songs because Fly 92 used to play that shit like top 10.
Although I did prefer NSYNC over Backstreet Boys.
I agree. I agree
Justin
with that.
Timberlake, you think he's the best singer out of all?
It's not even Justin Timberlake. At the time, I didn't even single out people. It was just a group. I just heard the group. I never, this dude should go solo type shit. I never was like that. It pissed me off when people break up groups like that. But
Yeah.
is my friend Bobby typing
Fucking
behind the
Yoko
sword? Are you
Ono?
saying something?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
Chris said, "Yo, I was mean mugging to NSYNC's original album in my hood."
There you go.
Not,
Yeah,
not
say
not
something about
Chris.
me.
Not me.
Puerto Rican Chris.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
It was us. It was against-
Say something
Jesus.
about NSYNC.
Wow. There's probably a million other ways that separate you two. He comes up, no, it's the Puerto Rican Chris.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the world knows he's Puerto Rican.
That's the easiest way,
No, but but to go back to the movie, because we haven't talked about the movie in
Yeah,
quite
no,
some
we got
time.
sidetracked.
We have not.
So Liv Tyler turned down the role of Nicole that Reese Witherspoon played. So it was almost Liv Tyler in this
Oh.
movie.
What was she in?
Liv Tyler was Armageddon.
Armageddon, Empire Records, a bunch of Aerosmith videos because she's Steven Tyler's daughter.
She's in the Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the
I
Rings.
don't know if any of you guys actually watched that, but
I did.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have.
I watched them all. Long ass movies. I
Liv
watched them all.
Tyler? I'm gonna look her up.
She's pretty good looking. You never seen Armageddon there?
I don't remember.
yeah,
With
she looks
Bruce
like her
Willis,
dad.
the space movie.
No.
Oh my fucking god! We should have put that on there.
Is that a white movie?
I think so. It was like
Pretty.
it was like all white cast.
I think we could have put that in the '90s wheel.
Yeah, we could have put that in the
Could put
90s.
that
You're
in
right.
there as well, yeah.
I didn't think about
That's-
it. Or I would
I
have.
think that was more '90s wheel than white wheel movie.
That movie is so like
Yeah, the one.
I've seen her.
they were sucking up bad. Even the main soundtrack was fucking Liv Tyler's Fowler's song.
Yeah.
What was
I'm
the
not
song?
gonna
Well,
miss-
they
I'm-
begged him. They begged him to use that song.
Not gonna
Jesus.
miss a thing or
Don't
something.
Yeah.
wanna close my eyes
Yeah, that song.
because I miss you, baby. Yeah.
I don't want to miss a thing. That's
Don't want to miss a thing.
That's it. And that's when everybody fucking cried.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
she was.
that's the thing. Now, here's this. This is a serious question. I'm going to put myself as I'm a father, and that was my daughter. Now, I would look at my daughter. Who would you really want to be around? A boyfriend that you can replace, or your father? The motherfucker let the boyfriend that he could cheat and they get divorced 2 years later, and he sacrificed his ass. I'm like, hell no. You can find a new boyfriend. Send his ass up there. You push the button.
That's true. Yeah.
I never understood that scenarios. I'm like, no way. I'm going to tell you right now, my daughter will hate me. I'm like, listen, if he comes between me, saving the earth, and him, I think you were
He's gonna die.
around.
He's gonna
yeah,
die.
He's
Yeah.
dying. I'll duct tape him. I'll duct tape him to the fucking thing. He's gonna push that button. I'm out of here.
It's kind of what they did to Steve Buscemi. They had to duct tape him to the bomb or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, I never understood that. Unless they could have went another route. Like, listen, I'm going to be the hero. It had nothing to do with his daughter. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to choose you because you love him. Get married, be happy.
Yeah.
He could just come out and say, I'm old. I'm a fucking hero.
Yeah, that's what it really should be, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like twice your age.
Yeah.
Got your life ahead of you, and I'm gonna fucking blow myself up, you know?
Yeah, but they made it like because she's loved them, they're going to have
that is fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's
so
totally
stupid.
That's so stupid. That's bullshit. It's like, dude, you're a 50-year-old man
Yeah.
you're on an asteroid with a nuke.
Yeah.
Okay. None of it makes sense, but the most logical thing is for me, the old man, to blow myself up, and you take your fucking big ass teeth. He had some big ass teeth back then, bro.
Yeah.
Like that smile was like big on Ben Affleck.
Because he was really thin. It didn't match his teeth.
Yeah, the teeth were big and the face was small. It was like now he's kind of got the right teeth to face proportion.
Yeah, there you go.
This is really funny because the other night, Thursday night, we reviewed Children of the Corn. And if remember the character Malachi, James said he has a big fucking, like he has a huge,
one of the biggest fucking mouths in the world. Is it long hair, redheaded mouth?
Like Joker, like a Joker kind of like mouth?
No, like Mick Jagger mouth.
Oh.
And it makes me laugh because he's in the middle of the town with the girl and he's yelling out the dude. They call him an Outlander. Anybody outside of the place is an Outlander. So he yells, Outlander. His mouth looked like it opened up like this wide. It bothered me so much. So
he's gonna like swallow someone.
Yeah,
I eat you,
like,
Atlanta.
But I told Aaron he can open his mouth and fucking plow the cornfields.
And then Henry referred to him as the throat goat.
The throat goat.
Oh, that's a good one.
No.
I don't remember everything from that, but it definitely went down. Like from that,
bro, what is this dude's name? I gotta see this shit.
It's Malachi. I'm talking about the reddest hair. It's like carrot top, like red.
Wow.
Yeah.
Skinny dude with a huge mouth.
So you already know he's evil.
Oh yeah. No soul.
Yep.
No soul.
Mouth huge.
Going back to these two movies, I'm not mad. I basically watched them. Well, I'll say about an hour apart.
Oh, I watched them back to back.
Yeah, me too.
It was about an hour apart, but
I started with Napoleon Dynamite.
So
I watched Fear first. Oh, side note, the last thing I had on Fear, I guess in May 2019, some Universal Pictures announced that they were planning for a remake of the film. So I don't know when that's coming out. Or
if they do, I won't hate.
So.
They could. There's a possibility they could make it better.
I'm sure they could do it better these days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or worse. I feel like
I don't know. This is one of those movies I think you could make it better. It's not like,
I mean, it was a fairly low bar in my opinion.
Yeah,
so.
it's a obsessive psychopath boyfriend. I think you can make it better.
I feel like they'll change it to a possessive psychopathic girlfriend.
Oh, hey,
well, like it could be a boyfriend who just like stalks her on social media and shit. Always
too.
DMing her.
That's
like he's like following their location or some shit on social media.
That's probably what it would turn into.
I would watch it. I'll give it a shot.
I would watch it if it was on a wheel. I'll say that. If we had to review it for whatever fucking
whatever wheel.
Now here you go, guys. So how close? Let's give this opinion to Aaron here. So he chose this movie. He never seen it. He didn't really know what it was about. How close was it crossing the border to being a horror movie?
I would say more of I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier, more of like a Lifetime type of thing, because this is like the basic.
So was it a drama / thriller or something like that?
Slash
or suspense thriller or something?
Suspense thriller. You could even throw a little bit of romance in there.
See, some thriller movies, I think it crosses like barely over where it can be considered horror.
A lot of those categories just blend together.
Yeah.
I think if there was more home invasion stuff, like if home invasion was, you know, another
Like the
extra,
strangers, like they just went house to house.
Kill him.
Yeah.
or like him and the gang, what they do is they just invade people's houses and steal their shit. Like if that was like a plot.
I'm just messing with Aaron because when he first picked this movie, I was like, I think this is a horror movie. I think you're cheating.
I mean, they also never really kind of specified what Mark Wahlberg and his gang of friends were
That's
up to.
Yeah,
I think they're just
The father's on the phone at one point mentioning they're running their own cartel.
basically. Yeah.
But like that's literally the only extent to which you hear what they're up to.
You got that, and then you have, remember when Reese Witherspoon's character calls Marky Mark, and you know he answers his cell phone with the antenna, which we don't have those motherfuckers anymore. But I had to point that out. But he answers the phone, he's talking to her, and he's like, "Yeah, I promised some friends I'd help them out." And they're on
But they didn't. You don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Like, you don't know what they're going to do, and that kind of bothers me a little bit as well, because it's like, it would be. I wish there was more of a backstory to the gang. Maybe not even necessarily to him, but at least what they're doing, because you could always say he got sucked into the gang because for whatever.
Wait, but don't we see them doing like meth, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
doing,
yeah,
like,
no,
crack
you
and
see
meth
them
and
doing
shit.
drugs, but that's
Well,
just
that-
like them hanging out in their house there.
But
Yeah,
that's-
but like they probably get high in their own supply. So
Yeah.
they're dealing meth.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah,
it's really insinuated too much that they're drug dealers.
No. It could be like another thing. It could be where they go town to town type shit. They stay at one location
They're
for a little
drifters,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see. Well, because I remember when one of the guys mentions, like, when so and so's father gets back, we're all, our asses are on the streets, because when he was talking to Marky Mark's character,
Yep.
the guy killed, actually, when he was like, we're all gonna be out on the fucking street, so you need to shape up, or whatever the case may be, because he kept like taking days off to chill with his girl. And
Yeah, because they had to earn their money to basically pay the rent for it. But they don't tell you what they did. It could have.
No.
You don't know if it was construction. It could sell them drugs, or they're robbing houses. You don't know.
yeah, and that's why I feel, what Chris, or was it Chris that said that about
yeah. There's like no backstory to any of
mm-mm.
the actual characters.
It's a good thing. I like how there's no backstory for Marky Mark's character, because of course he's gonna lie and say blah blah whatever the fuck he said, and the father kind of digs deeper into it and finds
Yeah,
out
he found out.
you know, some other
He's a lying
bullshit.
piece of shit.
Yeah, basically. Here's my thing right here, right? When the father kind of explains that to the daughter, she still doesn't believe. Why don't you just print that shit out and show her? Like, look, this is your boyfriend. You know I have money to look up anybody's background. I'm looking up his background. This is his legitimate background. Check this shit out.
Well, she has that what I call stupid bitch syndrome. She's
Well, she
going
was
to be in
hypnotized. She was
denial anyway.
hypnotized.
She's going to be like, that was his past.
Mhm.
You should feel sorry for him bouncing
Yeah,
foster.
yeah,
to
she was
foster.
hypnotized at that point.
Yeah.
She needed
Oh,
to see
yeah.
him go and beat the shit out of the friend, and bust in on her when she's in the bathroom and do all this other psycho shit. Then
Yeah.
she's like, okay.
See, and here's, shout out to Billy. Good looks for watching, bro. But here's the thing I feel with that is, it's like, you know how girls like that quote unquote bad boy image, that bad boy shit until he beats the shit out of her or whatever he does. And that's pretty much what it was with this. Like, she has the bad boy image, and she got dicked down at a point, so she was dickmatized. She didn't know-
I was trying to think of a way to combine dick into some kind of matized type word.
Aaron finds it.
Yeah.
but yeah, so like,
I mean, that's what it was, for real.
Now, how did she become that? Is it the dick down, or does he swing in front of her face and tells you feel
Well,
sleepy and shit?
She was always into him, but she didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
he was a fucking
she
psycho.
found him attractive. She found him attractive at first. She liked the bad boy look, the bad boy image, at least.
the mysterious.
Yes, and then he's sweet and tough. She likes that, and he says shit like when the part where he's talking to his car, which I agree with him when he said like it's not her fault that they built her wrong or something. I understand that.
Yeah, of course you that was your favorite scene of the movie, wasn't it?
One of them. And she, but the thing is
I'll be right back.
All right.
that right there though, she loved that. Like, she really enjoyed that. Like, if you see her face, He says, yeah, I did say it to my car, blah, 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 blah. And she kind of like smiles at it. I'm just like, I get it. And then later on in the movie where she's talking to her father, which I have a couple things to say about this. This is after she comes in at 2 a.m, her dad's talking to her, and she's like, Dad, do you like him? He's a car guy. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. First of all, this motherfucker brought you home at 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. I already don't fucking like him.
Yeah.
Like, that's disrespectful. You're 16. Where the fuck were you?
He's 20 or something like that.
I'm not
Right?
sure.
I think they said he was 20
I don't think
or 18, 20. I can't remember.
Well, he hangs out at the high school, right?
No, he sneaks in. he stalks her. He don't hang out.
He just walks right
He
in.
hangs out in the club.
But no. The thing is it's like he brings her home at 2 a.m. and you still let your daughter go out with this guy? I mean, I know she can sneak.
Yeah, you're not going to stop. That's the whole point where the girl said, at least you know, like the stepmother said it at one point.
Yeah.
Because when he was at the pool, she's all, it's better than her sneaking out and hiding him.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But I'm just like, damn, like it's just, I don't know. One thing I did like was when the father's like, when he notices his daughter has a black eye, he's like, he hit you. He just knew, like,
oh, he knew it. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not saying I like that he hit her, because that's not cool. And he like did it like pushing her back kind of sort of thing. But
yeah, get off me.
yeah, he was like, he just like, the dad just knew, like, he hit you.
Yep.
And I feel the dad knew, like, that right there is a sign of him doing that more often, which if you kind of watch the movie, you kind of see him getting rougher with her a little bit. You see how he got rough with her friend? He raped her friend. Like,
yeah, that's considered rape. Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And that part right there.
Where was his friend's girl? He's like, she wants me.
And
like, what the?
And he didn't even do anything about
Fucking
it.
psycho, dude.
What bothered me about that, besides the obvious of the woman getting raped, I know movies after movie, but is the fact that she sees her friend there dancing on the one dude's lap. She sees him grab her, like forcefully grab her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she hears him or not, but he grabs her, and she sees like her friend looking very scared and upset. She sees her friend looking very scared and upset, and she's still mad at her friend later.
Yeah, like she went by choice.
But I'm like, she's like, she should have been more sympathetic, I feel. Like,
and she even told her, she said, I was high and he forced me. She told her.
Yeah. And then the bitch saves her later. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Saves her.
Yeah. Oh, she considered her as a real friend. She was forced. She did not do this behind her friend's back because she was doing the drugs with the one dude.
Yep.
So she was a really good friend. She just went bad path with the drugs and shit. But fucking, that's what they're getting at. The fucking teenage girls.
I got to see Alyssa Milano's cheeks though, which I wasn't mad at. Could have been juicier, but hey, it was still all right. But
hey, Aaron, watch out. She could have been playing a 16-year-old.
How old was she really though? She was
I know, but that's the thing. Now, where you say that? Well, people get mad at you about that. You're like, yo, she's 16 in this movie. You're like, no, in real life, she's 21.
In real life. she's legal in real life. So I'm gonna. Never mind.
I really don't know her age in real life at this time. I don't know what her age was.
I assume she was pretty much the same age as Reese Witherspoon at the time,
around the same,
which was 20. So
20s, early 20s or something like that.
Yeah. And shit, when this came out, I was not 20 years old. I was a child. Definitely say she looked good as a child. Me saying she looked good, forget it.
When did this come out?
96.
I was 13.
13.
11. 10 or 11, depending on the month it came out.
Aaron got his first pube.
Well, he saw Alyssa Milano and then boom.
Yeah, one just popped out. I was like,
Just
like alpha.
wow.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
Man.
My balls
If I would have seen
guy.
this movie,
My balls guy. Oh, shit.
All right, guys, we're gonna let's spin some wheels, man. Let's spin some wheels. Let's do it.
Yeah.
oh, you guys want to spin some wheels?
For
I
next
want to
week.
spin some fucking wheels, man.
Then I want to talk more about Napoleon.
Yeah. Ibrahim was waiting for it. He wanted to do the shit in the beginning. He was like, get the wheels.
Well, we can't spin too quickly, but yeah, spinning the wheels is like one of the best parts of the show.
This is the highlight, man.
Oh, so far so good. No echo.
No echo, no loop.
Nope.
No. What wheel
Here
are
we
we going
go.
to spin? The
Wheel
wheel,
of Destiny.
the wheel to find out what wheel we're gonna spin.
Yep. The Wheel of Destiny. Come
That would be funny.
on.
I should have put the Wheel of Destiny on here for like a respin.
Oh, it's not gonna be chick flicks.
A respin, Jesus Christ.
What's this? Uh-oh.
80s, 90s.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. That's a lot of neon already.
Oh yeah.
Neon and peon.
So
All right.
straight. All right, we're going to the 80s, 90s wheels, people.
Which is the very first wheel. Very first wheel of my love, of my life.
I don't. No way do I remember everything that's on here. So.
I don't either, man.
This is gonna be
It was stressful. I did it all in one day, but I put it. I was like, "Here's my list." Aaron's like, "Oh, someone has this on the." I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
Dude, yeah, I know, man. It's hard picking movies for these.
That's why I tried to be the first one, so I didn't have to come across that. I was like, I want to get my movies at first.
I know I got some insane picks.
you know
on
what
here.
Oh, you always got insane picks.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Do you have any non-foreign?
Oh
movies?
no, is it Waterboy?
Birdcage.
Oh wait.
Birdcage.
Bird. The
Wow,
Birdcage.
Aaron, you're gonna like this one.
I've never seen this.
It's Robin Williams and
Birdcage.
what's that dude's name?
Nathan Lane.
Big
Nathan
fan of
Lane.
Robin
That's
Williams.
it, Nathan Lane. Yes.
Bird. It's a great movie.
It's a good movie. It's funny.
Rest in peace to Robin Williams, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Robin
Yeah.
Williams.
Amazing.
Dude, his
One of the
stand-up
goats.
specials. Yeah, his stand-up specials are some of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You guys
funny
ready to
dude.
spin it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah, let's go.
I bet you we're gonna get Hook.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Get double down.
Hey, guys,
Dude,
I don't
yeah, I'd
remember what-
double down from Robin Williams.
Okay.
What have we got
Fucking,
here?
fucking legend.
Oh Yo,
Uh,
I put La Bamba on there. Is this one of Ibrahim's?
Yeah, this is. I don't know what the fuck this. Shit
yeah,
says.
I don't even. It's clearly got to be one of each. of them.
Yes, Koyani Scottsy. Holy
Scottsy.
shit, you guys have to watch this movie. This is insane.
We have to. Like, we have no choice because we got to review it next time.
No,
this
the good
Okay,
thing- the good
guys.
thing- Listen, the
I'm
good
gonna,
thing
have
for
to, I'm gonna
Chris.
have to dig down and try to
The
find
good thing
this.
for Chris is that this is on YouTube.
Okay,
Oh, okay. I was
It's
about
on
to say,
YouTube.
I'm gonna have to mine this like Bitcoin.
dude. I spent half my week trying to find a fucking copy of Rafifi.
But I'm just gonna say right now for Koyani Scottsy, there is zero dialogue in the movie. Zero. None. There are no characters.
What the fuck?
There's zero dialogue, there's zero characters. But I'm telling you right now, Koyani Scottsy, when I watched that movie the first time, it literally changed the way I view film. Literally. Like there's
Okay.
basically before I watched that movie, then after. And I think I see film differently after I saw that. It was that big of a deal. But I don't know if it's for everybody, but it's like if you understand it, what it's about and what it's trying to do, it's like it like hits you on a spiritual level, really.
Jesus.
Maybe a
all
good
right.
thing to smoke weed.
I never seen it, so I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing
No,
it.
But yeah, I'm just telling you right now, there's zero dialogue, there's zero characters. It's just pure cinematic images and sound.
This is gonna be a trip.
This is gonna be a trip. Should I
You
get like
have-
should I
you-
get some shrooms or something?
Raheem, I'm sold. I'm watching. I mean, I know we have to watch it, but you had me sold that this is a good movie to smoke weed to and watch.
It's like the Pink Floyd of movies.
You'll have like an extra because you'll be like thinking like, what do these things mean to me as a human being in the universe? Like that's
So
the kind of stuff.
What that means, people, is I won't be watching this movie while I'm working. I'll be watching this movie after work, Friday or Saturday,
Yeah, right.
and I'm gonna be high as shit like I was for the Napoleon Dynamite. Going back to Napoleon and Billy, real quick, what movie are you talking about? Is a great movie. And going back to Napoleon Dynamite, I'm gonna bump my score up to a 4, just because again, like watching the movie high was funny as shit. It really was. It had a lot of fun. For the parts that were funny, were fucking hilarious. When now again, going back to when this movie came out, I don't know what year it came out.
2004.
Yeah. I was gonna say 2003 for some reason, but
So around that time when I seen it for the first time, the first two, because I only watched it twice, but this is my third time seeing it. I didn't really laugh too much. I didn't think it was that funny. I wasn't
Well,
really like.
What's
But-
funny is, I mean, this was like a super low budget movie. Like, I think the budget.
It's probably like $1.5 million or something.
I don't even think it was
Very
that. I
low.
think it was like $500,000 or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's like nothing.
But I mean, John Heater, he was only paid $1,000.
now
Like
was this
this-
from like a SNL skit? They took character, they made a movie out of?
No. So Jared Hess wrote and directed the movie. It was based on a partially adapted from a short film he did called Palooka or something like that. And that got enough attention at like festivals and stuff that he basically dropped out of whatever school he was in to make Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
And so it was literally a bunch of friends making this indie movie at the time for
Nice.
$500,000. I mean, John Heder renegotiated afterwards after it made $46 million and got paid.
Makes sense.
A lot of people got paid for that movie, but like,
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But
I mean, that made his career because then he ended up doing like Will Ferrell movies and shit.
yeah,
like
man,
that.
it clearly launched his career because
Was
then
he in Blades of
started
Glory? Was he
Yeah,
in
Blades of Glory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blades of Glory. He got thrown into all these A-list comedy movies afterwards. Was it the Benchwarmers? I remember.
Yeah,
watching?
Benchwarmers. Yeah.
Blades of Glory is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's a funny one. I forgot about that, or I probably would have threw it up on the wheel.
You put it on the wheel.
The next wheel.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee there's gonna be more fucking. We're gonna come up with another wheel or two and fucking. We're
No.
gonna.
Oh my God.
Or when we run out of movies, we'll create a new wheel.
Well, we have a lot of fucking wheels and a lot
we
of
do.
fucking movies, but I know how we all are because for some reason, like Chris joked before a couple episodes ago, actually maybe the past couple episodes, we're at the point now. We're getting to the point where we're just gonna have an episode where we're just gonna be talking about random shit and then just spinning the wheel.
Just spinning wheels.
Just spinning wheels. They go, you ever see this movie before? Nah.
Spin another wheel.
We're gonna start gambling on it.
Yep.
Like, come on, chick flicks, come on.
Dude, I swear, I was thinking of Koyani. I was like, did I put Koyani Scotty on this wheel? I did, didn't I? And then boom, there it was, waiting for us.
What again? Going back to this, I really do love and enjoy these wheels because there is again a ton of fucking movies that I'm gonna be watching personally that I've never fucking seen before, and obviously there's gonna be something that I've seen before, and just like getting a different like view of it because I'm older now watching, so I'm gonna watch it with a different aspect, whether I like it more or less. And it's just fun. I mean, it's fun to spin that wheel because it's 100% random, as we all know, and it's better than. Okay, so yo, what are we doing next week? Okay, let's do fucking blah blah blah. It's just like yo, whatever this fucking wheel picks is what we're doing. What these wheels pick, because we spin the one wheel to pick the category, we spin the other wheel twice to pick the movies, and it just makes it more fun. It's exciting. And podcasters, listen, go ahead and do it. I know you guys are gonna eventually do it. Just fucking go ahead and build your fucking wheels for your movie reviews, whatever you do for your shows, and just do it because we're cool with that. I know we came up with it, but we're cool with it. I'm throwing that out there because I know people like to, borrow. I won't say steal. I'll say borrow ideas and maybe make them better.
From the OG wheel spinners.
Yeah,
Yes,
OG wheel
OG wheel spinners. I'm just letting you guys. OG wheel spinners, motherfuckers. That's what we are. OG wheel spinners, aka popcorn and pints.
You gotta think we're doing 2 movies at a time now. These wheels are gonna start emptying out.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of wheels though, and there's a lot of picks.
There is.
There's a lot of things.
I want to talk about. Make sure we talk about the Napoleon dance scene because it's phenomenal. It's the highlight, apex of the movie. And as I was looking it up, apparently the producers had scheduled to film it towards the end of the movie, but they had underestimated the amount of film they had left to record stuff with.
It happens.
So when they finally got to the scene, they were running out of money and film. They had one roll of film, approximately 10.5 minutes worth of film left to shoot on when they film John Heater's dance scene.
Wow.
And they knew he liked to dance, so they didn't have it totally choreographed. They basically said, this is the dance scene. You need to dance. Yeah. Dude, the dance was spontaneous. It was spontaneously improvised most of
I
that
can
dance
see that.
by John. Like very little, like just a little choreograph and a little moves taken from like Saturday Night Fever and Michael Jackson and Soul Train and stuff like that. He drew from that stuff, but like it was mostly improvised.
He's like, okay, I know this dance move now. Okay, I don't know the rest. Let's switch to another one.
And I guess it all. Yeah, and I guess they did it. He did it like 3 times, and they just pieced it together from the 3
Wow.
scenes.
Wow.
He also didn't know what song he was going to be dancing to because they didn't know what they'd be able to get the rights for.
Oh my god. So it was just dancing with no music?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus. Very good.
But that's fucking amazing.
And he got that tape from was it Ushana?
La Fonda.
LaFonda?
I love
Kip
Kip
and
and LaFonda.
And Kip started wearing fucking do-rags. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
man, he's gonna be a cage fighter.
She got him like, listen, this is how we dress in Detroit, man.
He wanted to be a cage fighter.
Hell yeah. Yo, speaking of kitchen, come on, that fucking were the karate class.
Rex Kwando.
That
It's
was
so
fucking,
stupid.
that was kind of funny. It was corny, but
It was so corny. He was like, no, hold this wrist. No, yeah. Here's what you do. He just slaps him in the head. He's like, oh. I'm like, what the fuck is this? If I was in that class, I'll get up. I'm like, okay, my turn, and just beat the shit out of him.
the kick that Kip was throwing,
Yeah, he did the sweep. He did the roundhouse sweep.
smacked him in the head.
It was so corny. That's what I'm saying. Like just the style. Like you can't get any whiter. It's like that's like the hardcore white people acting.
Yeah,
Like just the moves. It was like so white. That's why.
and then you see the dude's wife is diesel as shit.
Oh yeah, she's like is she from America's Gladiators?
She's got to be or something like that.
I think she was in the 90s. I think she was American Gladiator.
That shit was fun to watch back in the day. The American.
I used to watch it. That's
was
why she
awesome,
looked
man.
familiar.
Probably. Oh man, can you imagine getting a hand job from her? She'd rip your dick off.
Wow.
Guess so.
That went
She's
in
like
the
toss it to the side. It's like,
That went
sorry.
Combat fatality. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, did you guys watch the trailer yet?
Yes, I did.
you know it, man. I watched it
Badass.
like 3 times.
Badass.
I'll
can't
be
wait.
that guy. I think the good thing is it's gonna be rated R, but like I think the plot's gonna suck.
The plot's gonna ruin it.
I don't.
for us.
I mean, I
the
don't
plot's
have
gonna be
high
absolute
hopes for a
trash.
super detailed backstory.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
know.
we have a tattoo, so we have to go to this tournament. It's like the fuck? No,
And
I
it's
don't.
not even Johnny Cage. It's like some no-name guy.
Cole.
Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah, it's a new character.
That's
don't know.
fine. I as long as it has the. I'm not saying the
Fatalities.
fatalities, the
Yeah.
rated R and just the action fight scenes. I think it's. I'm going to be hooked. I'm
And
gonna
like
be
they get, you know, they give us the get over here and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
This is not a movie that needs a deep story.
No, it don't.
It doesn't, but then it's still not good. It's like, you know, I can you gotta be like really fucking violent for me to like only come to see people show up at some tournament and fucking kill each other. It's gotta be really good. And from what I saw, I was like, okay, like yeah, when he froze the dude's blood and he stabbed him with, that's cool. You know, this other shit. This
I am kind of disappointed how Raiden looks though.
Yeah.
Like I thought they would make Raiden more badass looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey,
I don't know,
other than
man. Just the scene of Sub-Zero freezing Jax's arms and ripping them off. That was
that, and making
fucking awesome.
making the ice sword.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty badass.
Yeah.
Scorpion looks like a normal ninja. Like I don't even know if it comes out of his hand or does he just have the regular rope
No,
and he just throws. He just shoots it. He's like, get over here.
his sleeve.
I mean, the Shane Soon scene looked really awesome where he was fighting those few guys in the woods there.
Yeah,
It's just throwing his rope.
I'm excited for it. I'm
pumped
not
up,
like
man.
I'm not going to be like Ibrahim said. I'm not going to have high hopes like it's going to be the best movie in the world. It's just I'm so glad they remade it and it's rated R. I just want to see what they do.
Yeah, I think the rated R is like that's the biggest upsell of this whole thing. It's like,
Dude,
we're gonna show fatalities and we're not holding fucking back.
And that is what people want to see more than anything else. They want to just see those fatalities. And
They better have the song. I'm going to be so pissed if the song's not in there. If I don't hear that Mortal Kombat song at some point in that movie, I don't even care if it's a joke. Like someone's waiting on the bus going to the tournament, and with headphones you hear ding, I'm like,
I think I could be wrong, but I think I read this earlier. I think they have like a remixed version of it.
Probably that's how they're gonna
There's a
ruin it. They're
dubstep.
gonna that's
Yo,
how they're
I
gonna
heard,
ruin it.
I heard the dubstep version. And that's pretty badass.
Hey, as long
The
as
fucking Skrillex version.
Yeah.
as long as we get to see someone punch Goro in the dick, I think that's
Oh yeah, that's an iconic.
But yeah, did you see that Goro that it was like all CGI ad? And
Oh, that's 100%. That kind of looked like the Scorpion King with the rock.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That didn't do it for
Well,
me.
what are you gonna do with a
It was like
forearm,
literally,
dude?
I like the fucking 90s one better. with
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the 90s one looked cooler than that fucking CGI Goro.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Then you had the female girl like licking the side with it looked
That
like
was
Baraka,
cool.
like Baraka's mouth. I was like, is a
That-
female Baraka?
That was cool. That was. It did look fake. It did look like they should have gotten the Children of the Corn guy.
Yeah, I
to do that
know.
with the big ass mouth.
There's Baraka right there, Aaron. Fucking Christ. Okay, one scene I've seen a picture out. It wasn't the scene. There was some kind of lizard thing. People are like, "Is that reptile?" I really hope it's not reptile, unless it's like an animal form.
No, I think it was Reptile. I think Reptile's going to be in it.
So he's a real reptile. He's not going to be like a ninja looking like something.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he changed form, but I feel like that's what they were going for.
Okay.
It
was a little kind of weird. I was like, are they fighting like fucking giant lizards? Then someone was like, is that reptile? I was like, no, reptile's supposed to look like a ninja.
Giant
fuck with
fucking
people.
lizards.
Let's see.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
We'll see.
Then there's Cyrax. Cyrax is in this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna have Sector. It's like the twin assassin robots.
I hope so. I
don't know. I can't wait. You know they're gonna show you everything. I hope they have like a lot of characters.
It's one of those movies though, where like you guys are saying, you're not necessarily watching it for it to be a good movie. You're watching it for the fight scenes.
But it's like so. What I think of when I think of that movie is Enter the Dragon. Like Enter the Dragon is basically the same movie. It's rated R and it's gonna be way better than that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how can you make something basically the same story, but try to do it better, but with these fucking fantastical, people
in different realms.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It's just,
it's basically it is because Enter the Dragon was that Bruce Lee with the tournament. He sneaks in.
Yeah, he sneaks into the tournament. There's all this gangster shit going on, and he has to fight all these people, and he's killing people.
I love
in
that
this
movie.
tournament.
I love Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah, I would rather watch Enter the Dragon than watch this thing, because it's just I know I'm getting fucking Bruce Lee killing people, beating the shit out of people, and it's just gonna be better probably than whatever this movie's gonna be.
But you're still gonna watch it though, right?
At some point, yeah. Isn't this thing going to be on HBO Max?
Yeah, man.
It's dropping April 16th. Hell yeah.
Yeah, when like Snyder Cut or whatever comes out, I'm back on the wagon.
I'm watching that too. Oh yeah, I'll be watching that the weekend it comes
I'll be
out
on
too.
the wagon. So
wait for what?
Snyder Cut.
Oh
yeah, I'm watching that. I'm gonna watch Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, gotta watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Skull Island tomorrow. I will be live tweeting from the Popcorn and Pints, I think, Twitter
account.
Nice.
Yeah. That movie's fun.
And then of course, the newest Godzilla after that I gotta watch.
Okay. The 2017 or 19,
King of the Monsters?
19?
King of the Monsters.
Oh, King of the Monsters. Okay, that's right. You watched the other Godzilla.
I watched the 2014 Godzilla remake.
Okay. And it all ties in together.
Yep, that's their monster. That's their monster verse.
Yeah. And I like that. I like how they do that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I like King of the Monsters. I thought it was all right.
I liked it.
It's just always the problem is with those movies. Basically, you can fit almost all the good stuff into the trailer. I know with like King of the Monsters, it was like
it's all the fight scenes with Godzilla. It
was like 60% of the good shit was in the trailer, and you're watching human bullshit drama. And then like in that movie, there was one actor you could tell she was like, "Fuck this shit," and then they exited her out of the franchise. They found a way to exit her out of the franchise, and it's just like, okay, so like, could we possibly make a movie where it's like 80% monsters? Could they do that? Like, I really would love for them to do that, where it's just 80% fucking Godzilla and whoever else he's fighting.
Like
the monsters come, he goes to each area where they are and fucks them up.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
That's what I want. That's
like when I watched Rampage and there wasn't even a monster fight until the last 20 minutes.
Oh,
they fight in that city. Yeah. Right.
Oh, really? I'm like there's literally no story to this video game whatsoever, and it's like the writers they were told they were going to be paid word for word to make shit up for this.
Okay, I don't know if this is just me, but I want to hear you guys' opinion on this. So for movies, I got two top of my head. So let's go with the Godzilla one. So when Godzilla at the end of King of Monsters, I don't know if Aaron, you didn't see it yet, but Chris, you didn't see it either?
Nope.
Okay, I don't want to ruin it then.
I know what you're talking about though, James.
I'll go with another thing then. I'm gonna go with Avengers, the end where part 2 when he's
Talking about Are you talking about Endgame?
Yeah. So you know how Iron Man, he gets the glove?
Yeah.
And he sacrifices himself by snapping?
Yep.
I watched the video. People said, how would you make this scene better? The sound, the score is Iron Man song. You hear,
well, it's yeah.
He just said that.
Yeah.
So same thing with Godzilla. Like I don't know if you guys seen the one with Matthew Broderick. You know the Jimmy Page
I've seen that one
song.
Yeah.
You know that song. Like at the end scene with the fight scene. If that's, I'm like, I was waiting for that song to come on, just from the older one. I was like, oh man, that would have been pretty badass. That song came out. Like certain movies, you're like, you gotta have like a it brings you to wrestling. It's like when the good guy comes in, like
basically the entrance music.
Yeah.
Like you want Godzilla to have an entrance music.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh shit. But there's a couple movies like that. I laughed my ass off when I seen that the Iron Man thing, because I was like, you know what?
That was really good. That was really good. Yeah. Yeah. That was, what was that? That's some metal band. I forget what
it's
Black Sabbath.
It's Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath. They plays Black Sabbath. Yeah.
But because they had the scene, they had the whole scene and everything where he Thanos was saying the thing, and he was about to snap his fingers, then he went like this, and he looked at his hand, the glove was gone, and then had it. Then the song was like, damn.
Yeah, that was really fucking badass.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
So, but the problem, like, someone did this really, it was a really good video essay about like basically how the MCU, the music sucks, like the score sucks for different reasons, and pretty much it's because like take Star Wars for example. John Williams did everything. And so all the themes are always consistent, and it's John Williams, and he's a fucking genius. But when it came to the MCU, they don't have, like, Alan Silvestri does the Avengers movies, and he's fucking a genius. He's a super genius. But the people who did like Iron Man and Captain America and Thor were these, people that were not on that level. And so then they kind of became stuck with those themes from the not great composers. But yeah, it would have been better if it was just like, okay, this is the Iron Man thing is Black Sabbath. Yeah. Every time he shows up, it's Black Sabbath.
Yeah, it's his song. Yeah.
Exactly.
It says his name in the lyrics. It says Iron Man.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. But that's why, because they just never consistently had one singular like musical score. Because like in Star Wars from 1977 to fucking 2017, there was one score for Luke.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you hear that, okay, that's Luke. You hear this, it's Yoda. You hear this, it's someone else. And there's always this thematic sort of line of a motif. But yeah, in the MCU, they just didn't do that. Or they're just not good enough.
Speaking of Star Wars, I got some beef with Harry Potter. I seen something and they compared it. Harry Potter's a ripoff of Star Wars. It's Luke. Harry Potter's the same. The uncle, the uncles fucking don't believe in the Force. The other uncle don't believe in the magic. Old guy, Yoda, old dude, the fucking, what's his name?
Yeah, Dumbledore.
And Hagrid and Han Solo. They're like comparing. They're like, yo, she ripped off Star Wars. Just switched it around. I was like, holy shit. And their lightsaber is a magic wand.
It's a wand, yeah. She ripped off a lot of stuff.
It was funny. When I seen that, I was like, holy shit. I was like, okay, that's true. But everybody
I'm just like surprised that was just such a big thing. Like it was a big thing. Just thinking about it now, because like there's this movie Boyhood about basically it's like one person, and they literally shot this movie over 10 years, the same actor over 10 years. And one of the scenes is him waiting like at a party. It's a release party for like one of the new Harry Potter books. And it's like, that was a thing. That was a thing where people went to a party to get a book. Yeah, that doesn't happen at all anymore. Like that's how big this fucking thing was, where people would wait to get a book.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like how the fuck these fucking wizards and shit.
My sister wasn't that hardcore, but when she knew the date when the book was dropping, and she had to get it. It's like
people wait. I was at a party for the last book, waiting in line and shit. It's like, oh, look at all these nerds.
He's in line. Like,
the only other time I've ever done something like that was when the Death of Superman came out. I remember waiting in line to buy Death of Superman.
I could never. That's one thing I could never do that. I don't have the patience, and there's nothing that I'm so hyped up for where I'll camp out for 2 days.
Dude,
for
I
tickets.
almost camped out for Endgame. But
Yeah,
so this
no.
is so funny. So the day when it came out, I drove to the theater at like 11 in the morning. So I drove there and I talked to one of the guys and said, okay, so when you guys going to start the line? He's like, oh, there's not going to be a line. It's like, what? Yeah, there's not going to be, don't worry about it. There won't be a line. Okay. So I just went home and, the showing was, maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock. Well, yeah, it was probably like 2 or 3. And I show up and there's a fucking line around the block, literally around the block. And I was like, dude, you told me there wasn't going to be a line. It's like, yeah, you're right. I was wrong. So you can just go walk right in.
Okay.
and so I got to walk in and get like the best seat. Like that was the
Nice.
first time I saw Endgame. It was like I got the best seat.
Jesus.
Dude, yeah, I haven't waited in line for stuff. I would like pre-order stuff like the last few Harry Potter books I did because I liked Harry Potter. For like the Avengers movies, I'd fucking take a half day off from work and go to the earliest showing, like the week it came out, because I didn't want anyone to fucking ruin it for me. I wasn't going to be there the night it opened because fuck, I'm not going to watch a 2 to 3 hour movie at midnight. I can't do it. I'm too old for that.
Yeah, I
Well,
can't do it.
the good thing now is they have them like, at least in my time, so West Coast time, they have a rule where it has to be midnight Eastern. So we can see it on the West Coast at 9 o'clock on Thursday. That's the earliest we can see it. So it's kind of sweet because then that's the earliest showing. We get a 9 o'clock Thursday showing of a new movie.
Yeah, even that I'm too exhausted for in my old decrepit age.
Yeah, I agree.
So I
And
like
now the
going to
technology now, like I got the Fire Stick. I'm like, who needs to wait in lines?
I'd like to
I
go
got it.
if I'm going to the theater. I like to go super early. I like to do the early matinee
Yeah,
and hope the theater's not full.
I
Because
agree
I
with
hate
you.
other people.
if something like that is too hard, I know there's gonna be a line and everything. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Well, I
can't
mean,
do it.
especially now, because like imagine you're in the theater, you sit down, you're finally back, and then
Oh gosh.
People, yeah. The second I hear someone cough, I'm running out. The
yeah, it's gonna happen too. Like the guys,
No, because people are because first off, we're going to be wearing masks for quite some time, even with the vaccine out there. But people are going to take their mask off to cough. That's what they do now.
And eat.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is like, how when even if you don't sneak food into a movie theater, you open certain snacks that are loud.
Yeah.
To try to cover it up with a cough, it's gonna be the other way around.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
To hide your cough, like
No, like imagine. Okay, just like imagine. So you eat some popcorn, right, and then it goes down the wrong pipe. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cough?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you're just okay.
Yeah.
Automatically,
You can't help it. Were you gonna die or die? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I
hack it?
might stifle it a little bit. I might try and like Aaron's saying, open the fucking thing of Skittles and like make some loud noises, bang some cans.
Shit.
Have your girl call my phone. It starts ringing. You're like, people yell like, shut your fucking phone down. You're like,
That's
okay, I'm sorry.
That's when you're gonna open that bag of chips you snuck in loud as shit. You're not even gonna try to. You're not even gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. You're not gonna none of that shit.
People are gonna be in line. They're gonna see a long ass line, and they're gonna be like, just to get people to move to cut in line.
It's a brilliant idea.
So, okay, really quick though. With that being said, James, you know how like when people are having a conversation, how someone will clear their throat before they start talking?
Yeah.
But that's gonna be like a whole like, like to get your attention. Like, I've entered the room. That's it. Everybody's just gonna fucking leave.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah,
leave.
now they're gonna be like, "Are you sick? Are you fucking sick?
No. What the fuck?
What are you doing? What are you doing that for?"
You want to know what it is? I gotta feel like if they could avoid that kind of like if they did like every other building, like I recently went to America's Best to get the eye exam and shit. You walk in and they check your temperature. I wonder if they're gonna do that for movie theaters. So like if you do hear someone like, then you can sit there like they got checked. They don't have a temperature, even though you can have no symptoms. But it's like it's going to ease your mind. Like no, they got in. They're fine. They're covered.
I mean, some theaters are open. I don't know what they're doing. It wouldn't
I don't know
surprise me
either.
if that's the case.
Right now, they probably have low capacity, like 25% capacity.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Or you're a mile away.
For a certain fucking movie that you go and see, again, how you guys are talking about people being loud in the audience. I wish some of that shit was like 25% capacity. Like, yo,
right?
No word. That's when I go. I go like on Sunday at noon. No one's there.
Yeah, man.
I say that for multiple reasons.
Bro, you're so right about that. Yeah.
Like, besides the dickhead teenagers that just don't give a fuck, like, yo, shut the fuck up before I fuck all of you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate it.
now is my favorite time to go when the theater is at most
Are you-
25% full.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want people fucking talking and ruining.
I kind of miss people, but like I remember. So, there are two movies that like other people didn't like, but that I loved, and both of them motherfuckers were asleep right in front of me or next to me and fucking snoring.
Oh
It's like,
my
okay,
God.
dude, if you don't like the movie, fine, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, but
Dude.
don't snore like hella loud, like loud, okay? Not like fucking loud snoring.
Like
It's
chainsaw shit, like a wood
yeah,
chipper?
like dude, get the fuck out of here, man. Like
My like the most ridiculous theater experience I've ever had, as stupid as this sounds, and I will never forget this until the day I die. Going to see The Two Towers. I'm sitting there, I'm pumped up to see where the story's going. Obviously, and this girl and guy must have been on a date. The guy must have wanted to see this movie and brought the girl because she had no idea what was going on. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to watch the movie, and then out of nowhere, like I forget how we had to be like halfway through the movie. So Sam and Frodo basically spend the movie outside of Mordor trying to figure out how to get in. And I hear the girl go, "Why do they need to get in there?"
yeah. I think we talked about this, but yeah, that's hella funny.
Yeah,
and
like
like
the
that,
worst.
like
I
I
hate
could
that
feel
shit. They explain the plot. People,
I could feel my brain hit my skull like time just stopped. Like, what? Like I was so distracted from the rest of the movie.
It's like, what are you doing here?
Oh,
What are you doing here?
you
I'll be
literally
that asshole guy. I'm like, they're trying to go to the bathroom. They have to use the bathroom. You know, some
I'm
stupid
like,
shit. No, I hate
oh
that
my
too.
God.
See, for one, that's his mistake. Because him hitting up this girl, he likes her and everything. You know damn well she's not into this shit. You don't bring
Right.
her to a 3.5-hour movie.
Yeah, you,
I'm sorry that she don't care.
that is
No.
funny. You brought her to a 3-hour movie. She has no fucking clue what's going on.
Oh my God, that's his mistake.
Why are they doing?
Oh my God.
What's
I
going
hate that.
on? It's like, okay.
I talked about it many times. Mine is when people bring kids. That's why I really don't go unless it's a top movie I have to see.
Again, if
Yeah, that's
like,
happened to me
I
too.
had to see Endgame and Infinity War in the theater so that it didn't get ruined for me. So I
hear you.
took half day from work and went to like an 11.
Dude,
o'clock.
my Infinity War experience was shit. Like I got so like I kind of didn't know it was coming out. I don't know why, but I was like, oh shit, it's out. And so then I had to figure out how to see it. This was back when Movie Pass was still around.
Mhm.
And basically that movie destroyed Movie Pass, like literally.
Yep. People are going
And-
every day.
Yeah, like, and I was able to like, so the app crashed that day, and so it locked everyone out. But you had to like, there was a secret way to get in, so I figured out how to get in. It's like 9 o'clock, and I'm trying to see a 9 o'clock showing, so I had to figure out how to get into the fucking app. I get in, I get the ticket, and I sit all the way in the fucking front of this movie. First time I was like this, and it was
I hate
like,
that. The front's the
it
worst.
wasn't great. It wasn't great, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, you have
Because
to
after that, the
establish.
next day, some Movie Pass was like, nope, no more Infinity
Yeah.
War for you.
We knew someone at work had Movie Pass and it crashed. He is one of those people.
Right.
He said you pay this. Him and his girlfriend went every day after work. They went and seen like everything. Nothing they even care about. They're like, oh, we're
They
going
just
to do this
fuck
today.
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's free basically.
I would. I mean, if I got the movie pass, I would too, because it's like, why not? Like, hey, let's go watch a movie. Okay, why not?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, they-
Movie Pass, like from the jump, Movie Pass was sweet, and then they started getting hit with people once people figured it out, and they couldn't monetize their whole business plan.
I wonder who took that blame and didn't figure that part out. During the meeting, they're like, this is a great fucking idea. It comes out, they're like, who was the fucking asshole who brought this
Yeah.
up?
Like literally, they ran out of money. Their company
Yeah.
ran out of
Yeah, they
cash.
bankrupt them, man. Oh my God, that was crazy. It was a good idea, but there's nope, you fucked up. You should have right in the beginning said like one movie a week
Yeah, one
or
movie.
something. You can't go every day.
Yeah.
Like 3 times a day. Like I'm taking the day off. I'm going to watch a movie in the morning,
Yeah,
afternoon. This is my whole day.
Yo,
Yeah.
I mean, think of like, I wouldn't even say my adult years, or think of like back then in your teen years when all you do was hang out at the mall and you're broke.
dude.
You
I would
have-
sneak in. I would go to like one horror movie at like 11 with my friend on a Saturday. We would see everything. We would
Damn.
see everything. We would just sneak in to the
That
rest.
is true. It
See,
was
I was
like-
the opposite. I was one of those people who just did the laps around the mall 1,000 times with my friends. we just kept going around, around, and around.
Yeah.
Like Jesus
We did
Christ.
that too, but we did like when we got a movie. Say you get a movie ticket to see whatever. I'm not really here to see this movie. I want to see this fucking R-rated movie, really. But I got this movie ticket. You go in there, you go and sit in any theater you want, and then as soon as that movie's over, you just go, okay, well, this movie's about to start in about 15 minutes. Let me go sit in this theater and hang out. It was so easy. Now they have fucking cameras and shit.
Yeah, well, it's still, you can still do it. But like, I know that the theater, so like I think a lot of AMCs do this now. So before, you know, they would have like the time and the showing. They stopped doing that, I think, to kind of throw people off. You can still, you can look at the app and figure out which thing's playing where, but they, as far as I've seen, they stopped doing that to kind of throw people off with sneaking in and shit.
Because those assholes fucked that up for you guys.
They did, yeah. But think about it. It took them like fucking 50 years. Yeah, 50 fucking years of hearing that. Like 50 years of people sneaking into fucking movies.
They did not catch on quick.
They did not catch on. Like literally, you could do that shit in like that from 1979 to fucking 2019. You could have done that shit.
Yeah, no. They even had the joke in movies. People sneaking in their movies. They're like, this is how we do it, guys.
I mean, it was in Stranger Things. I think they stuck Back to the Future.
Yeah,
everything. The back of the
then you got or you got the one friend that works in. They let you in the back door.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had a friend who worked at a theater, and he was like, okay, just hand me a thing, I'll rip it. Like it's a ticket, and it'll just let me in. I did that like 4 times.
It's just a notebook piece of paper. Yeah. He just here take. He's like, he's like, here you go.
I would do that. See, I'm the type of person I feel like I fuck that up for I try to get my friend.
You fucked it
every day. Like, yo, you working today? Yeah, especially because like, say if you're trying to impress a chick, like, yo, I'm gonna take you to the movie.
I did take my girlfriend at the time to that a bunch of times with my friend, and I was like, hey, my friend's gonna get some for free.
Yeah, exactly.
How's she taking? Was she nervous?
And on top of that,
She's like, we're gonna get caught.
She was white. She was a little scared.
Yeah. That's funny. You want to know? That's a white thing. No joke. White people go to haunted house, but when it comes to like sneaking in a movie theater, like I get caught. Oh, like fuck that.
You go into a haunted house with some real fucking people are gonna jump at you and shit. But sneak into a movie, you're like, oh my god, they might arrest us.
That's true facts.
Not even that though. You guys are sneaking to an abandoned building. Like, yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Let's go in here, but I'm not going into that movie. Like, look, yo,
no,
it's easier to sneak into this movie theater than it is into this fucking abandoned building.
I'm going to tell you my experience. I don't want to go to jail. I would avoid jail. I will go into a haunted asylum instead of stealing a pack of gum.
Fuck that.
They're like, but you just kicked out of the store. They might let you drop in, ban you from the store. I'm like, nah, I'll take my chances at the haunted place. I'm not going to jail. I'm good.
Yeah, but if you're trespassing, I feel like that's worse.
It is, but it's abandoned. You think no one goes there. There's no security, nothing. So you just block that part out. A store, there's a million cameras or whatever.
Nowadays there is, but when we were growing up, sneaking into these movies, there wasn't that many cameras.
Well, I was a big dude back then. I couldn't run, so if I steal something, I'm getting caught anyways.
You had to be quick. Like I'll tell you a quick story. I remember, I don't know how old I was, but I was at Mohawk Mall, which Chris and James.
Yeah, it's Mohawk. It's Mohawk Commons now, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, and we went. I don't remember what store it was, but I know I stole a pack of peanut M&Ms.
All things. You're one of them peanut M&Ms.
I love peanut M&Ms. It was me, my older brother Zach, and my older cousin Gisela, and one of us mentioned about being hungry, so. Whatever story, and I just grabbed and walked. Like
we immediately just took that shit.
Like I honestly think I was about 6 years old. I didn't even try to hide them because I didn't like in my mind. It didn't process that what I was doing was wrong. I'm guessing. I don't know. You don't think about it. So I grabbed them, and we were going. Every mall. Like every mall you go out, and there's like benches. Outside the stores and shit. So we're sitting out here, and someone's like, "Yeah, I'm hungry." I was like, "Oh, want some M&Ms?" And just pulled them out of my pocket. And I opened them up and was just eating them and shared them with them. They're like, "Where'd you get these from?" I was like, "In there." Like I didn't even try to like lie about it.
Yeah.
Or nothing. So
I saw them on the shelf. I just took them.
Classic Aaron.
I had a friend who was bored.
That's hella funny.
Huh?
I had a friend who was bored. It didn't matter what it was. He would take something. He came out of the store one time. I was with him. I warned him. I was like, "Don't take shit if I'm with you." So we're in the
Right.
mall. We come out. It's like Kmart when Kmart was around. We're walking out halfway through the mall. We're almost on the other side. He's like taking shots. I'm like, what the hell is that? He goes, oh, some keychains. I'm like, you don't have keys, motherfucker. You're 13. The fuck you need a keychain for? Oh, they're just in there. I'll just put one in my pocket.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend and she was really she was a fucking ninja, dude. One time we went into so like she would steal makeup. We went into a jewelry store and we were just like fucking around at the mall kind of shit. And literally like we walked out and she brought out like hella shit. I was like, what? And like, she's a fucking ninja. It was like I didn't see anything. I didn't see her do shit.
Professional klepto.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been there with people. And they're just taking shit. Like, when the fuck did you grab that? Like, yo, you were standing right there. Like, no, the fuck, I wasn't.
I did not see that.
I'm not gonna say no names. If I don't know if he hears this, he'll probably know I'm talking about him. I had this one friend. We used to hang out. It's like morning, almost school time. Go to school to the bus. He goes, "Fuck, I'm out of hair gel." Oh, okay. He goes, "Well, I got to go to the store after school." When he means he has to go to the store, he goes into CVS, steals hair gel, and leaves.
Yeah, he had to go and steal it. Yeah.
He's like, I got my hair gel. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean,
like,
CVS,
I was like, it's $1, man. It's like $1.50.
CVS is like a joke. I mean, that place is like built for theft. Basically.
Yeah, it's like sad.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it is.
And with all these stories being said, people, this is what we did in the mid to late 90s and early 2000s, before security beefed up and they had the fucking.
It's like when everybody was young.
Yeah.
People do stupid shit.
Yeah.
People do stupid shit. Yeah.
Shit.
Not as far as Marky Mark and this shit.
No, that was wild shit. See, what he did was 100% wrong. What we did was like 3% wrong.
And with the other movie, I'm not that white to do a Napoleon Dynamite dance on stage at the end of the movie.
Oh
No,
I can't do that.
I don't have those skills.
I don't have those skills now.
that. I mean, that's what you guys want to call it, but
So if are we doing this with the movies? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer Napoleon Dynamite.
Me too. I agree.
I prefer Napoleon. Yeah.
ooh, that's a good question.
I thought we were doing it this way. That's why we're doing two movies. So that's why I brought it up. Like, which one do you prefer?
Well, I prefer Fear.
I knew that's where you were going.
And because, like, I'll say this, Fear, I watched sober and I had a good time with it. It wasn't the greatest movie, nowhere near the greatest movie I've ever seen. But Napoleon Dynamite, like, I had to be intoxicated to watch that movie.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
So yeah, I with that being said, I liked Fear better, and I even gave it a better rating. Like Napoleon Dynamite, like I said, I gave it a 3. I bumped it up to a 4. I gave it a 4, and I gave Fear a 7. So
Yeah.
7 finger bangs and 4 llamas.
No, it's tots, bro. Tots.
It's
Tots.
6 for long.
Finger veins and tots.
It's finger ring and
Finger
tots.
bangs and pocket tots.
Jeez.
So I
Two
gave it-
very different movies, by the way.
Don't
Yeah.
eat the tots. Don't eat the tots after the finger bang, though.
Which kind of makes the ratings kind of more fun in a sense, because it's like, I feel like if we got 2 of the same movies, I feel like with this
Yeah.
episode, kind of sort of we talked about them around the same. We talk about other shit more than we talk about these.
Oh yeah, we go random a lot.
But versus if it was like the same, like if they're both comedy movies, we're gonna probably talk about the better comedy movie or the better whatever. You know what I mean? If they're both the same genre versus 2 different genres, like okay, we kind of got to touch on both a little more than the other.
Well, next week should be interesting then.
Yes, it will.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very fucking.
Yeah, totally polar opposite.
And what was the movie you picked again, Ibrahim?
It's called Koyani Scotzi. It's a Hopi word. I think it means life out of balance, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's gonna be. I never heard of it.
You're in for a wild ride.
Okay.
I'll
And
just
you
say
did it
that.
on YouTube, right?
Is it kind of
It
like
should be,
Disney's Fantasia? It's just like
Yeah, actually, yes.
Okay.
That is a very accurate.
That was a good guess.
Yeah. That is a very accurate.
And what's the other movie
comparison.
we're doing again?
Birdcage. That one was mine because I really wanted to put a Robin Williams movie on a wheel somewhere.
Aaron, you're just this.
Blubber.
I'll give you a one. Okay, so it's
Mrs. Doubtfire.
So the main characters are
Robin Williams and Nathan Lane are a gay couple that have an adult son that's getting married, and they have to pretend to be straight
It's pretty,
Interesting.
for his
it's
adult
pretty funny.
for their son's fiance's parents that they're meeting.
And you'll see why it would be hard to them play straight.
Yeah,
Because when you think of gay character, it's over the top.
Yeah.
way over the top.
That
We're talking
But
about
they're gay.
cut off jean shorts up to the crotch.
yeah, I was gonna say the quote unquote cliche of gay.
Yeah.
You know, like that real high feminine and all that other, you know.
It's a funny movie. It's funny.
Is it something that probably wouldn't be able to pass by today because of the standards?
Yeah, I was hearing some people talk about the movie and they were like, "Oh, it's a little problematic." I was like,
They're gonna do that and everything now.
yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They are gonna do that shit.
Throw a
But,
pair, people.
you know.
You have listen. If there's certain movies that you think are problematic, just fucking turn the movie off.
Change your fucking station.
Exactly.
Listen, I throw this out all the time. It's not is I'm not comparing them to racism and everything, but what my situation, me, when I watch movies and there's heavy set people getting made fun of or they're making jokes about heavy set, does not bother me. I die laughing. I'm not offended.
Like when it comes to black jokes and shit in movies, I laugh. If it's funny, I
Yeah,
fucking laugh.
exactly. Don't take it personally. If it's personal to you,
Change
turn the channel.
If it bothers you that much, change the fucking channel. Because
I mean, yeah, man. No, I've always been of the opinion nothing's off limits when it comes to making jokes. It's just the more serious the topic, the better your joke better fucking
It
be.
better be. Yeah, don't bomb like Kramer did.
Yeah,
The Kramer, yeah. Well, that was like not even a joke. He just
that's what I'm saying.
See, the
It
thing
was a
about
joke to him.
the thing about that was he was bombing. That's why he went there, because he was bombing so bad that he just like blah, 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 F you N-word. Like he just went there.
But
like look, you suck. Sometimes even if you're Kramer, you suck on stage sometimes. It happens.
Yeah.
Walk away. Walk off the fucking stage and just
the
come back another day.
The best comedian in the world bombs at some point. It depends what town. Some people don't like your
See,
style.
that's the thing too, because he wasn't used to bombing because he'd been on Seinfeld for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And like there's a fucking laugh track and he's like in his zone and it's always working. And he wasn't, you gotta like, stand-up is not a joke, dude. You gotta have your fucking game.
I agree.
And it doesn't matter. They don't give a fuck if you're fucking on Seinfeld. I don't give a fuck. You're not funny, dude. You suck.
Exactly.
Yeah. Totally different thing. And I mean, and I think a great example, stand-up comedian wise, is Anthony Jeselnik. Honestly,
love him. I love him.
He says some of the most insane shit, but his jokes are so well spoken and written.
Aaron,
performed.
Aaron plays Netflix.
You can't
smoke. Watch a stand-up with Anthony Jeselnik. Do it, please.
So do you guys know who like the most fucked up like dark comedy is? And I don't think there's anything super close to me. It's this group called Come Town.
Wow, no, I've never heard of it.
Dude, this Come Town was like I was watching a stream and then someone watched something they were talking about. And the first thing I ever saw was they talked about Bryan Singer, and he was making jokes about the type of parties Bryan Singer would have with like underage, like 16-year-old boys and shit. And it was just like, whoa, going there, but like funny. It was fucking funny. Yeah. And then they did another one about Everyone Loves Raymond, and then they were making more jokes about like the kids and like.
Damn, I gotta check this out. Where are you finding this?
Yeah. I'll post some links in our little group chat of like.
Yeah, I don't really want to Google that term.
That's what they're called. That's what they're called.
Anthony Jeselnik. Look him up. Watch it. One stand up. Just watch one.
He's got some. Yeah, he's got a couple on Netflix that are really great.
Look up. What's that? What Califia? What's that? What's this one stand up called?
Fire in the Maternity Ward. So right off the bat, that's a great name for a stand up special.
That's a good one.
I'll have to check it out. Like I said, I'll watch it. And
you gotta. Even if it's like you're laying in bed, like you're going to bed, like
no, I can't watch funny shows.
Oh yeah, you're right. You wake up the wife and she stabs you.
Yo, because I get high, but I watch it. That's funny as hell. And I'm high. I'm just laughing, like how you try to hold in a laugh so it's not loud. So you're just like shaking.
Yeah, you just vibrate, you shake. Yeah.
It's probably worse than laughing loud.
Okay, that is easy. You don't need to watch the TV. Watch it during the day on like a work day or something for background.
Listen to it.
Just listen to it.
Okay, I could do that.
Because he's not one of those animated actors. He has like a dead serious face.
Oh yeah, that's
You really don't have to look at him. Just picture him serious saying this. It's not like he's like, ha ha ha. It's like he means this shit. Like funny.
Yeah, and that's part of the skill level with the stand-up. Like, as insane as this topic is for him to be making a joke about, he delivers it with deadpan, like perfect deadpan. That just makes you not be able to, like, you can't hold in the laughter.
You can't. It's so messed up. You try. You're like, oh, I should be laughing at this. You can't help it. It is that funny.
I'll check it out. But final ratings on both of these movies, guys. I'll go first.
Oh fuck! I forgot what was.
4 tater tots for Napoleon Dynamite, and 7 finger bangs for Fear. That's my final ratings and final thoughts.
7 fingers.
7 fingers.
I think I'm gonna say the same. I think I gave a 7.5, and I gave a 5 for Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say the same. Yeah, I'll say the same.
I'm sticking with my same ratings. 3 finger bang for Fear, 7 for Napoleon, 7 tots.
Yeah, I think I really liked Napoleon Dynamite when I first saw it. I'd probably give it like an 8. 8 tots. 8 tots out of my pocket. But yeah, now I'd say it's like
pocket
7 tots. Yeah, 7 pocket tots. You get 7. You don't get 8 anymore. Sorry, but still, it's still pretty funny.
And what about Fear?
Fear is like a 6 fingers. You get a fist and an extra.
He fisted and there was a little extra sliver in there. He's like,
little
fit
thing.
He fit the pinky in, just the pinky. There you
go. Two in the pink, 1 in the stink.
There you go.
Is that what it is?
There you go. So it's a fist. It's the fist and the one pinky.
Like this or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like the claw.
It's the shocker.
The shocker, yeah, dude. It's the shocker.
That's what it is. It's called the shocker.
The shocker.
Oh shit!
Wow, we this is a movie review where we barely discussed.
No, the shocker is this, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. There's like gang signs for porn.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that's what you do with the girl. Like, yo, you into this? You're like, or like it's like Naruto.
Yeah, no, you see her. Like you see her, like you see someone and you go like, yeah, and then they go like, yeah. And then boom, that's it.
Really, not much.
And
of
it's
a
on
movie
like Donkey
review.
Kong.
We did review these movies, and then we
we
went off a fucking cliff.
That's nothing new. We always do.
So, with that being said, though, people, I will say, I'm never gonna tell you not to watch a movie. I don't recommend Napoleon Dynamite really, as far as if you want to watch something funny, unless you're high. If you're high, watch it. If you're a smoker, that is. If you're not a smoker, you gotta like that kind of cheesy, corny humor.
Or if you're a 12-year-old and you're high, then it's like perfect.
Or white.
And you're white and you watch SpongeBob. You know.
There you go. You like SpongeBob? Watch Napoleon Dynamite. You're right.
Napoleon Dynamite being like a white laughter movie, the caucasity of it. I can see that.
It is.
So like, yeah, you've been watching SpongeBob a lot, but you're kind of like, it's not really enough for you.
You're
like,
ready to take it up. Just
you're ready to take it
up.
And you start smoking weed with your friends. You know, you get a little bit of a blunt. Your buddy stole weed from his brother, his older brother. You got smoking weed. Watch this. You know.
Yeah.
SpongeBob is preteen. Napoleon Dynamite is teen.
Yeah. Like you turn 14, it's like, SpongeBob's like not like, guys, not edgy enough.
It's not doing it for me anymore, man.
Yeah. And then you watch this, like literally.
True.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, and then Fear. If you like Lifetime, you'll like this movie. I'll say that.
That's pretty much it.
I think that's why I wasn't a huge fan of it. I hate Lifetime movies.
I really think that's why I liked it.
White time, as some people call them.
It was kind of.
True,
that's a good, but I mean, that's a good definition of the movie. I think it's kind of a leveled up Lifetime movie.
Yeah. It's an A-list Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because every Lifetime movie involves a woman getting beaten at some point, and then redemption with the man being killed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is it-
no, really,
yeah.
that's the formula.
That's their formula.
You know, that makes me think, guys. This will be my final thought on all this. White people live some wild fucking lives. You watch these Lifetime movies. You guys are getting some shit all the time. Like every single fucking time. All these movies are damn near this. You have like the rich, you know, you have the rich people, the women are drinking early, they're having their mimosas and all this other bullshit. And then there's like a hidden beef you don't know about till later in the movie. Someone's fucking someone else's husband. Someone ends up dead. I'm just like, what? But I enjoy it. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
That's usually the rich white.
Yeah, I know. I agree. And Fear, I feel like, can fall into that category of because the father was rich as shit.
Yeah.
Like
I know he had the like state of art security system for the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, cameras and shit.
Like it was like the first panic room, but it's the whole house. Like,
and it didn't work. It didn't even fucking work.
Yeah, no. I think you should have got better doors. Where you're gonna hack through it.
Hold up, really quick, right? A lot of doors nowadays, especially like your outside door, is like a metal door for the most part. It's not like a wooden door.
It's
like, this guy has all this money, all this state of the art shit. Why doesn't he have a metal steel doors in the front and the back? Like, you got wooden doors. That's some
because he's a dumbass. He's a fucking dumbass.
It's an idiot.
All the money you have.
And the garage doors are kind of weird, wobbly too.
Yeah. They're
The
pretty bad.
dude just open that shit up. Like, you don't lock shit. What the
And that's
fuck?
by the way, that's another thing. The bitch having the boyfriend sneak in. Dad, he knows the password. He's like, you see it in his eyes. He's like, you stupid fucking bitch.
He didn't anticipate his dumb daughter bringing home a psychopath.
Yeah, no.
That's the flaw in the design.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it's like
That's why you don't have kids.
Yeah.
This didn't dawn on her earlier once she seen him rape her friend. I mean, like forcefully bring her friend upstairs. You didn't see the scene of her getting raped, but it's insinuated. It's like, okay, I don't want anything to do with him, but he knows the passcode to my house. Like part of that, I feel like
right. But to be honest, like, don't these things? There's a panic button. They're supposed to, like, again, this is a contrived movie, and we need to create conflict. But there's a panic button that overrides anything else.
Yeah.
But no, but remember how they cut the phone? Remember how I said that the security system went through the phone lines? They cut the phone line, so it cut everything. Like
that's a piece of shit. Then that's a fucking piece of shit. Then.
Another thing that made no sense to me. He knew the code and unlocked the door, right? The father ran, locked it again. Then he
didn't even try to just put the fucking code back in, right?
I'm like, wait a minute, that made no sense to me. What, he just override it by locking it again?
By the way, fuck them for killing the dog. That's all I want to say.
Oh yeah, that's
dude, they beheaded that dog.
That was
dog door.
so uncalled for.
That was messed up.
I'm not down with animal.
No,
portraying any kind of animal.
I know it's in a lot of movies. Like if if it goes into the woods and it don't come back, you're in your head like, okay, it died. You can live with that, but I hate when they bring like a body part back.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're like, damn.
There was no need for that whatsoever.
It was the whole head.
That was the whole head, dude. That was pretty hardcore.
Damn.
The fucking dog's head shoved him through the little.
I seen some fucked up movies where animals died. I never seen where it was a whole dog's head and it just drops. I'm like,
no, dude, that should not have been in the movie.
I agree. I 100% with that one.
I agree with that, and I also, again, going back to what they did to that fucking Mustang, that shouldn't have been in the movie.
We're talking about animals dying. The car pops up. He's like, kill that fucking car, man.
Yeah.
What he did to that car was fucked up.
It was uncalled for. Like, again, men, women, children, I don't care. Cars and animals, don't do it. It's unnecessary. They don't have nothing to do with your crazy nonsense going on.
See, here's the thing. I kind of agree with you. Like, I hate when they destroy like muscle cars, a car that I want. But I love action movies when a car like blows off like a cliff and blows apart and shit.
Well, yeah, if it's like a fucking Ford Festiva or some bullshit, but if it's a fucking beautiful muscle car, it's unnecessary.
You hate Nicolas Cage anyways, but you like Gone in 60 Seconds? How many cars got destroyed in that shit?
A lot.
I don't remember. I haven't seen that. I've seen that movie once.
A lot, man.
Well, a lot of cars. I watch the movie when I see it again, James. I remember the fast cars.
Put it on the list.
Put it on the list. There you go.
Why don't we have I mean, we should just have a Nick Cage wheel.
Speaking of Nick Cage, I recently watched Willy Wonderland.
Yeah.
That's on the horror wheel.
He does not talk at all. 100% through the whole movie, not a word.
I gotta watch this. I'm so curious.
I have to watch
it. It's not for Nick Cage, if it's a cheesy, not really, it's kind of cheesy, but it's really not that bad. I didn't mind it. It's kind of like you laugh. It's just weird. I don't want to give anything away. His character,
I get.
because
Yeah,
you do not know what's wrong with him, where he came from, but he's just his attitude. He comes
just like real life.
Yeah, basically. Just you got to check it out. Just check it out.
I mean,
I watched it on the Fire Stick because you have to basically drop in theaters and you got to pay for it on Prime,
VOD, whatever. Yeah.
or what? Yeah, I forgot what site it is. You got to pay
the
for
day
it.
I pay to watch
Pretty expensive too.
The day I pay to watch a Nicolas Cage movie is the day I start smoking crack. It's not. I don't give a fuck. If someone's like, "Yo, this is the only look," you better fucking record the movie and send it to me because I'm not paying for this bullshit. You better pay for it and I'll watch it on your dime, but I'm not paying for it.
Well, lucky for you, he sucks, and all his movies are like free somewhere. So
yeah,
he pumps them out, man. He pumps them out.
Yeah,
hey man, that's what happens when you're millions of dollars in debt.
No, he has like
and someone stole your Superman #1 from 1940 whatever.
Yeah,
good.
That you paid $10.5 million for, and they just fucking took it out of your house.
Just
I wish it was me that fucking stole that shit.
Oh, and you owned like 5 castles for no reason because you're an idiot. The fuck you need a castle for, dude?
That's where
you live in LA. The fuck you need a castle in Romania?
That's where the fame comes in, and you just dump all your money on stupid shit.
Same thing with Johnny Depp. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy all these. I'm gonna buy the Black Pearl. The fuck you need a pirate ship for, you idiot?
Because he's a real life player. He thinks he's really a fucking pirate.
Dude, he bought a pirate ship. Yeah, he bought a pirate ship. He bought an island. He bought all this shit. It's like, dude, you're not gonna be rich forever.
$10,000 a month on wine.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Hey, yo, who does that? Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Yo, Johnny, send your boy some wine.
Honestly, if I guessed, I forgot it was wine. I would have guessed like whiskey or something, bourbon,
wine. Yeah, send us some.
And he drinks that shit too. He drinks
like he's drunk all the time. $10,000 a month on wine.
That's his water. He wakes up like I need a drink.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to spend $10,000 a month on acting lessons, or just just do that. Just retire. Just quit.
Nouveau shamanic.
Well, he found a new way. He goes, if I hear people hate how I talk because I have no facial expressions or anything like that, I'm going to do a movie where I don't say nothing. It's going to be a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Now what they need to do is just cut all those scenes with him in it. Boom.
Actually, no, he's the main part. It's pretty funny. And it's kind of.
You got to watch this.
You got to watch it, Chris. It's free. I'm like, wow. I don't want to give anything away. That's why I can't like
can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it because they'll ruin it for you guys. It's kind of entertaining. There are some cheesy parts, but it's entertaining.
Okay, guys. Yeah, everyone has to check into this next episode when these 3 guys get to have an existential crisis after watching.
I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna say Fantasia.
The non-animated Fantasia.
The non-animated Fantasia.
What's the movie called again?
It's called Koyaanisqatsi. It's a Hopi word. It means life out of balance.
Okay, I'm just gonna call it Life Out of Balance. There you go. Because I'm gonna fuck that title up.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
And Koyaanisqatsi and something about a bridge or bridge something.
The bird cage.
A bridge.
I was close. I had the bird.
I was waiting about something about a gay bridge. Two gay bridges meet.
Yeah, they come together.
They come together, make one big long ass bridge.
And Koyaanisqatsi, what we're doing.
And one of the bridges, the drawbridge raises, in that special moment. There.
I guess.
Right.
So with that being said, we can wrap it up. Everybody, we could do our plugs now. I'll go really quick. Horror Research 30 Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 9:00 Eastern time, live on the Z Network, on the Horror Research 30 Facebook group, Facebook page. Give the Facebook page a like, give the Facebook group a like. What is the other thing? YouTube, all that fun stuff. The Z Network on YouTube, Horror Research 30 on YouTube. Give it all a like, people. Just give it all a like. Popcorn and Pints, of course, give that a like. Give the Z Network a like I said. And whoever wants to go next, take over.
I can continue on. It's the same shit. It's Tuesday and Thursdays, Horror Research 30. Popcorn Pints Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Also check out Twitter, Popcorn Pints. Is that it? There's no
That is
and?
right. At Popcorn Pints.
At Popcorn
Pints.
Pints. Check out the Twitter. Chris will be doing live feed tomorrow, right?
Work. Yeah, hopefully, provided I remember or don't get or don't veg out too much to play video games.
Yeah, Defocus Cinema Podcast. I'm probably taking sort of a hiatus because I'm like working on the movie I'm trying to do. But at some point I'll be back and probably talk about I don't know whatever's gonna come out the rest of this month. But definitely March, there's a lot that I'll be talking. I'll be talking about the Kong versus Lizard versus Monkey and the Snyder Cut. That's what they call it. It's Lizard versus Monkey.
Yeah. Stories from a bar. I just did a live stream yesterday with Steve Barnes from the Albany Times Union. You can find that on the Stories from a Bar Facebook page. I'm going to start beefing up the YouTube channel, hopefully. So be sure to follow Stories from a Bar on YouTube now. I can try to put on some extra video content and all kinds of stuff there. Stories from a Bar on Twitter, Stories FAB, and of course, Instagram. And of course, Popcorn and Pints, baby, on the Z Network.
Yeah. Hell motherfucking yeah. And with that being said, people, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Subscribe to everything we just mentioned, please. We'll be back next week.
Koyani Scotzi. Don't miss it.
Yeah. Click them links. Click them links. If you're watching live, click them links in the description. If you're watching or listening later on YouTube or any other audio platform, click them links down below and just give us all a like, give us all a share. Hit that notification bell and all that good shit too. And with that being said, thanks for popping by and peace. 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 And Nicolas Cage, fuck you, you're a bitch.